Got your YouTube pulled up, Greg? Cool.
Yeah, I have my alternate um I'm on my computer. That's what's lighting me up right now is my computer.
Right. Well, it says we're fucking live, so I'm gonna hit record here.
All right, yeah, I
Welcome
got
back to the Evil Never Dies podcast, everybody, for another Evil Talk Live. What's going on?
Hey,
Nobody's
bro.
e- nobody's in here yet, so
No. Nope, nobody's in here yet.
and we're waiting on Carl. Carl's having computer problems.
Yeah, he's just all messed up. Headache, computer problems, getting old, ugly. The list goes on.
Yeah, the old thing sucks.
No, I feel you. It's terrible.
Having to work hurt. It's not
Having to work
fun.
in general.
I could work hurt back when I was younger and I'd be better in a couple of days, and not anymore, man.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't know. It's hard to describe at this point. It's just like my body is just beat up. You know what I mean? It's just
Yep.
a lot of,
Well, when you've worked blue collar your whole life,
yeah, I mean, I know that's a big part of it, but Jesus, I just wish it would not hurt so bad all the time.
yep, it all goes downhill when you hit 40, man.
Everything just hurts, man. I am feeling a little better lately though, so that's pretty good. Just in time to go back out in the field during the summer and hurt more.
Somebody told me to start taking that NAD plus stuff. It's supposed to rebuild your cells and fortify your cells in your body
Oh, really?
and help with your mitochondria and all that kind of stuff. And
What is that like Star Wars stuff, midichlorians or whatever?
I don't know. It's just a supplement. Uh, there he is.
Hello.
There
Hey,
he
you made it.
is. He's here. He made it. Ain't really said much.
No, we were just kind of talking
Computer
about being
was
old.
is
Yeah,
screwed up.
talking
I've
about
got
being
it
old.
fixed. I don't know what happened to it, but it was working. It works up until time to do this stupid podcast.
It just
It
doesn't.
happens all the time. I'll have this computer running for the whole week and then come onto the show and something screws up. This time it was the damn mouse wouldn't connect.
That's
I have no
weird.
idea why. Same
What?
mouse forever.
Do you have like a wireless mouse or something?
Yeah, but
Oh,
it's Bluetooth mouse, but I had to connect it with a USB port like several months ago, and I've never had any problem with it at all until tonight.
oh, that's weird.
That's
Just one of those
crazy.
cursed days, I think.
I've been there too.
Yeah.
Yep, yep. So we were just talking about being old.
No, I'm old, but me and Scarlett was going, and I figured this was going to be this way, but they were promoting this thing as a horror cosplay convention in Roanoke, which is up north of Fort Worth. And I'm like, that's not somewhere where you'd really have anything like this. So we got there. My nephew had gotten there early, and basically they were selling like drawings, like
Prints and stuff.
prints. Yeah.
Oh, I thought you
Trust me,
meant like
really cool
drawing like
stuff.
tickets. You know what I mean?
Really cool stuff. It was free, but it wasn't exactly what we were expecting. But
Oh,
I mean, some of the shit was badass there, but I have absolutely nowhere to put anything. So I'm not really in the market for buying, prints and stuff. So Scarlett had dressed up and was the only one there dressed up, so she felt a little awkward. So we got out of there.
Nobody else was dressed up.
No, there was a guy I saw, and I'm like, I don't know if that guy's wearing a bathrobe or a costume. I think it was a bathrobe because it was at a hotel. So, dude,
what
I don't know.
Uh,
It was
what
a
does
weird,
Scarlett
weird
dress up as?
experience.
Gazoo's on.
Hey, Gazoo,
What's up?
really weird experience. But then we went to eat, and since this was in Roanoke, we went to downtown Roanoke and got caught up in a Christmas fair, I guess you would call it, and Scarlett had a blast with that.
Did you go up 114?
Yeah,
Well, I was over there about 2 o'clock.
yeah, that's where we were.
Went over to Juliet, had a ball game, first ball game today.
Yeah,
Basketball game.
we went to downtown Roanoke and had a lot of stuff going on. But I was wearing a Creator Satanic hoodie, so I really fit in good with their Christmas pageantry in the conservative town of Roanoke.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
That's my general go-to is always
Yeah.
wear the most disturbing shirts possible to go to those
Well, I
events.
wasn't planning. I mean, I was going to a horror convention, I thought, and I wasn't going to dress up. So I actually had this Evil Never Dies podcast shirt on, and I'm glad I did because I had people ask about the show. But
Oh, that's
it was
cool.
cold, so I wore that Creator jacket, which is one of my more evil things I got.
I mean, it's probably badass though.
It is. And then I have
Yeah.
a button from the Dark Hour that says I was killed dead at the Dark Hour. So yeah, I look really good at their little churchy Christmas thing running around.
That's
And
great.
Scarlett had changed out of her costume, or she'd put a t-shirt on and she had her shorts that she had underneath the vampire thing. So she's running around in the cold and she had put blush on for her vampire makeup. So everybody's like, that poor child's freezing. And she's like, I'm not really cold. I'm like, no, her cheeks are red because she was doing her vampire gig, but they didn't get it.
No, they're
Roanoke's
like
a cool town to go eat in, but I wouldn't want to live there.
they're like it's December. Why is she dressed as a
Well,
vampire?
I think there's
Well,
only like
no, she
1,000
got out of her
people there.
vampire gear, but underneath she had shorts on. So yeah, that was my day. And then I got this massive headache out of nowhere that just killing me.
Yeah.
Don't know where it came from.
Shit
Yeah.
like that just happens out of the blue, man. They just hit you all of a sudden. I hate that.
You got flashing in your room, Brett.
Yeah, I know. I'm buying another fucking camera.
Every time you do, things get worse.
I'm buying a good one this time.
What's flashing in his room? I didn't see it.
It's just like a little flash in
See
his
it like you
background.
can see it like down here in the corner.
Where the skeleton is.
Where the skeleton is, yeah. I think it's the autofocus on this camera.
I think it could be. That makes sense, actually.
I mean, I have the TV going. I could see it in my.
Yeah, I
Like,
see it. But
picture
now
in
you
the
mentioned it,
back
but I
and-
wouldn't have noticed it otherwise.
If I move my head this way, it blinds you.
Yeah. I don't think I've got all my stuff on, but it's fine.
No, I that's the only light I have on now because it's my other light broke. You know, my like light that holds the the little ring light, whatever.
Yeah.
And I usually put that behind my other computer and then it shines this way. Well, I don't have that right now. So my computer is actually what's lighting me up right now because
Yeah,
I'm
you
watching
actually lit
us
pretty well.
on that. So
Yeah, the computers are good. Matter of fact, I need to kill some of my white light. Hold on a second. That's much better now. Yeah, see?
yeah.
I have my other lights now on me, so the
Yeah.
computer can really light you up pretty good if you let it.
Well, especially, I have our YouTube up right now so I can see.
Yeah.
Like I said, Gazoo's
I'm
only-
going to get a DLSR camera.
I don't even know
Oh.
what that is.
I don't either.
Oh, you can't see that, can you? Can you
It
see
looks
it?
like a photo camera.
It's a DSLR. You can use it as a
Like a video camera or
Yeah.
a regular camera.
yeah, and it's 8 times or 8K. So
I still don't believe 8K exists, so
I don't know why you would think anybody would want to see you in 8K.
yeah, I know. See my individual gray fucking beard hairs.
I'm right there with you on that one.
Oh
They
shit!
make this stuff that will get rid of the gray
I
hair.
see
you
it's
know.
still got the damn zoom thing in the corner, which I can't get rid of too. That sucks.
No, I actually forgot we were on YouTube, honestly.
Well, Gazoo's the only one in here talking, so I can't.
See, I thought we were going to
Tell
have a
if
pretty
anyone's
big
there.
turnout. We still may get a good turnout. Last time, I think it started a little slower and got better. I'm
Yeah, that's
starting to
typical.
adjust here and get everything better now. I just sort of jumped on this thing. And then the mouse was broke, of all things. Don't know.
Well,
Are
it's
you
just been
are you
a day.
drinking?
Me?
Yeah,
I certainly am. I'm drinking Mountain Dew, which is worse than any alcohol I could drink.
I too am drinking Mountain Dew.
There you go.
I'm drinking my usual.
I'm drinking an
Although
entire jug. This whole thing's full of Mountain Dew, and I'm going to be buzzed as hell by the time I'm done.
my Mountain Dew is mixed with some beautiful Johnny Walker
I
Black
say it's
Label.
Johnny Walker, ain't it?
Yeah.
So I
Johnny
bought some of
Johnny
the
Black and Mountain Dew is delicious. Ginger ale is really good too.
I bought some of the Kraken stuff,
Oh, did you?
but I haven't figured out what to drink it with yet because that stuff's nasty if you ain't got a good mixer.
Oh, that's not nasty.
I don't know.
It's a really if
I never did come down and do a shot of it. I wanted to try
It's
it.
not a good shot thing, is what I mean. If I found the
I
perfect
mean
mixer, I think it would be great, but I ain't found what I want to mix it with yet.
it's good with like Coke, like Coca-Cola
Ginger
and
ale is what I was thinking.
ginger ale. It's really good with. I really love Gazoo says he's actually two people. Not sure how
What
that
the
works.
fuck? Two people.
I don't know what that means. But but ginger ale's good. Coke is good if you put lime with it too. So the
Yeah.
dark rum with Coke and lime. That's
Oh,
really
that,
good.
that might be good.
Um I also like it with some Malibu. So you mix Malibu, pineapple, and some of that Kraken rum.
Okay.
That's pretty
You're our
good.
mixologist, so I wanted
Ooh,
to
I
get
wonder if
your
it would be
advice.
good with just plain pineapple juice.
I've never tried it with just plain pineapple juice. You know, the dark rum is it's a dark spice, you know, like really, really molassesy like.
It's very
So
molassesy because I was expecting it to be more cinnamon,
no,
and it's not.
it's more dark than it is spiced. If you want spiced, you're going more towards Captain Morgan's route. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I'm not a fan of
What
the
I need to
spice
get is
rum.
another bottle of this stuff right here, which is Robert the Doll Devil Rum. It's cinnamon spiced rum, and it is just it's the hottest thing you can have.
Oh, really?
But it's $40 a bottle, plus you got to get it in, shipped.
Yeah, you have to have it shipped.
But
So
I'm going to make another order of this in the new year, I
Do
think.
they make that down in Florida?
They make it in Key West. They only do it like a couple times a year, so you got to
Huh.
catch them. Usually the first of the year they put out a new supply of it.
Hmm.
But it's endorsed by Robert the Doll himself, so this is cool stuff.
that is pretty cool. I need to
Yeah.
have that on my shelf.
You really should. It's
Yeah.
an interesting. My friend Mullen I used to work with, he ordered like 3 bottles of it without even testing. And he's like, "That's the best crap I've ever tried." I'm like, "Well, cool."
Yeah, the best rum I ever had was in the Cayman Islands, and it was Big Black Dick.
Oh,
Was the
really?
name of it. Yeah. Big Black Dick rum, and it was just really good, and it wasn't expensive, and they were catering to like the cruise ship people that
Yeah.
were there, and it was but the rum was we did a rum tasting there, and it was really damn good. I was actually really surprised by how good it was, and I went back to buy it after we did our little trip around the Cayman Islands, and they had quit selling to the cruise ships by that point that I went
Oh,
back. So
yeah.
I couldn't even buy bottles of it. 'Cause I was going to buy several. I think we could have 2 bottles, 2 or 3 bottles or something we could take back with us. And I went to buy it, and they were like, "Oh, sorry, we just cut that off at like 2 o'clock or whatever." Like,
Oh,
mother.
crap. Yeah.
It
But
went
yeah, I was
dry
surprised.
on you.
Robert the Doll got some good rum because I'm not a big rum guy. I think it's part of my thing.
Not my second favorite rum that I ever had was, and I have some still. It's over on my shelf. It's from the Barrel House Distillery. They make it by aging it in a whiskey barrel. So
Oh,
they age the rum. They make their own rum and then they age it for a year in a whiskey barrel. And it's like a smoky, nice flavor. I don't know, it's really good. I really enjoy it.
Hmm.
I have it
that's
like in a
interesting.
skull decanter.
Oh, cool.
Kind of looks like piss, but other than
Kind of
that.
looks like piss.
Yeah, it's just the color of it is
The
like
color of it.
the color is not very nice, but the flavor is really good. It's got, like I said, nice. You get the notes of the smoked whiskey barrel, you know, with the char and everything else on it. So
I'm gonna be
Is it
hanging
a spiced
this
rum
thing.
too?
no, it's not a spiced rum. It's more of
Oh,
a
just regular
just
rum,
a
like a.
regular rum, just smoked. What the hell is that?
That's a vampire head that's been basically like mummified in real life. It was originally latex, but now it's just like a hard piece of concrete. I had my other one, but it started to fall apart. So I'm gonna have to hang this one up here, and it'll look good once I get done with it.
Just random disembodied heads
Yeah,
and shit.
Vampire
random
Bride.
disembodied vampire heads. Hi, Halloween.
Is that the Vampire Bride?
Yeah, this is the one that's been outside forever. But it's weird. Back when I used to buy all these props in the old days, they'd come out with the first run of them and they'd be really made good. And then the second run of them would be real cheap. Well, the second one's what I've had in the house all these years, and it's finally fallen apart. The Blue Demon mask, the first one I got was made out of rubber, and that thing's still pristine. The second one that came out a few years later was made out of kind of a latex, and it's just awful.
Really?
Yeah.
Are you getting it from the same place or what?
Yeah, it was Distortions.
Oh,
That mask is 25, 30 years old now.
that's
That rubber
crazy.
mask is still great.
Yeah, you think about that, when I was in probably my, I don't know, probably my early childhood. So I would say mid 80s or so. Like the masks back then just felt different. Like they felt
They
Thicker.
did.
thicker. Yeah, like better. And like nowadays, you got to put a mask on. I'm afraid I'm gonna rip it before I put it on.
Well, these silicone masks are great, but they're expensive as shit
Yeah.
and they don't last. I mean, the ones I had, I was wearing in Moxley Manor for the whole season and sometimes 100-degree heat, but they don't last.
Yeah.
That Blue Demon silicone mask ripped apart in Halloween night, actually. Right
Wow.
before we opened, I had to go do a quick vampire makeup, and that was the end of that mask.
Gazoo said Appleton Estates rum is his favorite from Jamaican spiced rum.
See,
Interesting.
I'm not a big I don't know a lot about rums. I know
I
I
don't
like
either. Rum's
I
not
like
my
the
thing.
flavor of it, but that's about all I know.
Yeah, that's not my thing either. I'm definitely a vodka person.
See, I'm not a vodka person either.
That's always been my go-to.
All I know is don't let your wife drink Bacardi 151.
No,
Nope. Bad things happen.
no.
Wait, are we talking about your wife? Like
That was
what are we
before
talking-
we were even married, though.
Oh. My wife's a lightweight, dude, so she drinks anything. She like immediately can't feel her nose and stuff. So it's like just one of those things where if I want to make sure I'm gonna have a peaceful evening, I just give her a couple drinks and then I know I'm
That's
peace.
that.
She'll be out cold and then I can relax.
I needed my contacts in because I can't actually read the comments because this YouTube is so small.
Well, it's just Kazoo in there now anyway, so I'm still waiting
Brett's
for other
reading,
people.
yeah.
I got it pulled up there. That's what's lighting me as YouTube
Yeah.
currently.
I've
So-
got mine on the. For some reason, all my stuff has been logged out, and I'm having to I had to log back into YouTube, but it took like 1 second.
Oh, see, I'm not even logged in. I just pulled it up just so I
Yeah.
can read it. If I want to chat to them, I'll just chat to them.
Right? Yeah.
So what else has been going on? My wife's going to be down in Fort Worth coming up on
Oh, cool.
January. Yeah, next month.
Wow.
Her bank bought some of your banks down there.
Oh, that don't surprise me. Our banks always go broke.
Well, they won't now.
Oh,
Now they're going to be Huntington's.
okay.
Huntington's? Okay.
Yeah. So she's going down there for the conversion. She's operations person, so she goes down and helps them do all their conversions over. I can't remember the name of they just bought two different
Which could
banks.
run really smooth or be a nightmare.
Yeah, her job is to kind of like audit and train, so she doesn't really have to do
Yeah.
any of like the actual work.
So she don't
She
do
just-
none of the computer setting up or anything like that.
No, she just goes through and like kind of walks the people through
The conversion.
what to expect and the conversion and all that kind of stuff to kind of give them a heads up and help them with legal day one when they actually turn the machines on and as Huntington. So
Gotcha.
that'll be cool. But I told her, I was like, I don't know anything about Texas. All I know is I got two guys down there that I love talking to, and they're somewhere around Fort Worth. That's all I
We
know.
are, yep. We're right near downtown Fort Worth.
Yeah, do you have a bank that starts with like a C down there?
Let's see.
Like I said, except for Frost and Chase, all the banks around here go broke.
Yeah, I don't remember the
Frost
name
is
of the
like the
banks,
big
but
Texas bank that's been around since like the Old West,
Who?
the Frost Bank.
Oh,
They're from San
no,
Antonio.
it's not that.
Yeah,
Yeah,
they won't ever go
Wells
broke.
Fargo. Lots of Wells Fargos too.
no, it would be a lower
A
bank,
lower bank, yeah.
like it said it was like something like C something like Cent Grade or Cent something.
Yeah, we've got so many banks, there's no telling.
But yeah, Huntington's huge up here, so it
Yeah,
makes sense that
we
they're
don't have
trying to
that here,
branch
so
out.
that's probably going to be new to the area. It'll be a
No, yeah,
successful.
that's the first expansion into Texas. So it's pretty cool, pretty cool. And she's
Yeah.
excited to go. I'm not excited for her to leave for 2 weeks, but she's
No,
excited.
Hopefully it's not. Hopefully it's not freezing down here, and she gets a.
Yeah, because
Thought
it'll
it was
probably be
supposed to be
freezing
warm
here.
in Texas.
Yeah.
yeah, January and February are our cold months.
Yeah.
Yeah, but it'll probably be warmer than it is here still.
It was 50 degrees today here today
Well, it was
and
like
gloomy, but it was still 50 degrees, you
it
know.
was
It was cold though. It was a cold 50 degrees.
That's because it was foggy and gloomy out.
well, according to my computer, it's 39 degrees right now out
Yeah,
here. So
What's my phone say?
we're at 48. It probably won't drop any after that. It'll stay about the same all night.
Yeah.
we're
Had to,
kind of
had
piratey
to
up
have the
here.
heat on earlier.
There's a reason why the room is always cold.
Yeah.
Texas spoils me, man, because
I'll
it gets
take my
really
medicine
cold
I
and
forgot to take.
gets really cold in Illinois.
Yes. Yeah, I mean that's real similar to like Ohio weather up there.
Yeah. Well, you were in the southern part of Illinois, wasn't you, Brett?
No, I was in central Illinois.
Okay, I thought it was closer to.
No.
Yeah, you have like northern Illinois is basically that's just like being up at
Wisconsin.
yeah, I mean it's cold.
Yeah. Yeah,
Cold.
northern Indiana.
Yeah, that makes sense.
So what have you guys been up to? Anything good?
I just got off being sick as hell. I lost my voice last week.
Yeah, that's
I
it.
barely got to the
Brett said.
podcast, and then the next day I couldn't talk at all. And yeah, I finally had to go to the doctor and get. That's what I just took was my antibiotic because I get these real bad sinus infections usually in December, January. So I've kind of recovered from that all now, though my voice is back to normal. But like I said, got a really bad headache today. Other than that, everything's been good.
Brett was sick. He said he was sick too.
Brett's, yeah.
Yeah, I felt today's the best I felt in a long time, man.
I've
That's
been,
good.
Got out of the house, went and watched Juliet play basketball. They got whooped, but she still did a good job. Oh, bless her heart.
I don't know anything going on in the music world right now. It just
Ah,
seems to be there's less and less going on and as I get older.
Well, if you're a Scorpions fan, they just celebrated their 60th anniversary and put out a live album that they recorded over in Hanover, Germany back in July.
I don't know that I'd want a Scorpions live album in 2025.
I don't know that
Oh,
I
it
want a
sounds pretty good.
Scorpions album,
I was
period.
listening to it today. It's pretty good. Still sounds good, man.
I don't know. I've heard his voice isn't. I mean, he's fucking what 70 years old now. So
75, I think.
Scorpions. Were they the ones that did To Hell with the Devil?
no, that's Striper.
That was Striper. That's
That was
right.
the
Fucking
Christian
same
metal
thing. I
band.
mean, they're both S names in hair metal.
Brett's gonna kill you over that statement. I bet. He loves the Scorpions.
Oh,
I'm a casual fan, but they're
big
not my
fan.
favorite band.
Their last few albums haven't been the best, but
Their thing was Rock You Like a Hurricane. That was like their biggest hit.
Blackout but actually I like all their 70s stuff way better. Oh, we lost Greg.
Oh no.
What happened to Greg?
Oh no. I think he got
There he
mad
is.
because
I'm back.
I think Brett got mad and kicked him off because he
Yeah.
said about the damn Scorpions.
That's what I thought happened because I was
He's like,
here and then
Oh,
I
I thought
was
maybe
told
because I
Brett
said
about the
Blackout.
no, I didn't even hear blackout.
It's a Scorpion song.
Oh,
Damn you.
I can't help it. I don't know this stuff, man.
Well, maybe you should listen.
The Scorpions
Or
kind of
not.
died off around 84, 86, Brett. So
I was born in '82. Come on.
yeah, they just weren't. No, they had that "Wind to Change" song. That was like their biggest hit ever, and that was during the Gulf War or some crap. After that, they just
Oh,
weren't.
I
They
remember
really
that
weren't.
song.
Yeah, that was
Yeah.
their big hit. But they
Yeah.
really weren't very, known to the world after that, except for the metal community.
Metal.
They're pretty. If you listen to their '70s shit, it was hardcore shit. They were pretty heavy.
I'm just
Yep.
I love to bust Brett's balls because I know he's into that.
Well, they went very. I mean, what was that album they did that Brett with the? I can't think of the name of this song. Rhythm of Love. Now that's some glam rock shit all the way right there.
Yeah, yeah.
But that's what everybody was doing then.
That was the grunge time.
I don't know. I don't honestly don't think I would want a live Scorpions album now, though. Unfortunately, I'd
Oh
probably
man,
pass on that one.
sounds pretty good. They did a mix of their music throughout the years, and I don't know, I liked it, man. Just came out the other day, yesterday, I think, maybe, yeah. So I
Well,
like it. Who's in here now? Let's see. Barb from up in Minnesota.
Barb. Hi, Barb. That's how I imagine she sounds. Hi, Barb. Let's see. If you want to talk about, obviously we're getting to the end of the year and a lot of people are starting to put out their top 10s lists already for albums. Um, I just started pulling up random sites to see like what they were saying, and
Yeah.
it's a unique list of I just typed in metal albums, top 10 metal albums of the year. And it's a very unique, like this is Audio Inc. Radio. Their list is Dream Theater's Parasomnia, Spirit Box's Tsunami Sea, which I see that being high on a lot of people's list because Spirit Box is like topping everything right now. Deftones' new one called Private Music. Turnstile, which I absolutely love Turnstile. If you guys don't listen to them, I think you're missing out. They're a lot of fun. Never Enough is the album name. It's really good. Then it breaks down like, okay, so Hailstorm. Didn't expect to see them on
I
this,
wouldn't have
but
expected that. No.
Hailstorm's Everest album. Ginger's Duel album, which I absolutely love Ginger, and
Yeah, I got some friends that love Ginger.
they're just so unique and cool.
Yeah.
Just Tatiana's voice and her, I mean, obviously she's gorgeous, but
Got probably the best range for sure.
she is just it's crazy, and she does that. I've seen her live twice, and I mean it's the same sound as it is in the booth, which is crazy to me.
That is
But
crazy. Yeah.
and the band, Tati gets a lot of the publicity, but the band is so good, and they play groove like funk better than anybody, and they throw that funk in with the metal, and it's not like a groove funk metal that's like its own genre. Like they legit will be in the middle of a metal song and then pop in like a reggae groove or a reggae funk into the middle of a song, and you're like, okay, I'm cool with it. Let's run with it, and it just
And doesn't their
works.
guitar player play a 12-string guitar too?
I don't know if it's 12 or not. His guitar is pretty thick. It's a thick boy.
Yeah.
Here's one for you guys that you might find appreciate a little bit. Halloween's Giants and Monsters album.
Halloween is great. And they've had 3 singers in their career, and all 3 singers are currently in the band now. So it's sort of you don't get that ever.
That's unique, yeah, for
Yeah, the
sure.
original the founder of the band, the guitar player, he was the original singer. Well, he didn't like playing guitar and trying to be the lead, so they brought in another guy, and he was there forever. And then the other dude came in and was with him for like 25 years, and they all united. They actually
That's
call it the
cool.
Pumpkins United Tour, and they're going to play in Dallas, Brett, next year.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, I wouldn't mind seeing the
I
Halloween
wouldn't
again.
mind seeing them either.
I saw
Yeah.
them in 1988 on the Keeper of the Seven Keys 2 tour.
Well, apparently their new album's called Giants and Monsters.
Haven't heard it.
I haven't either.
Listened
Hadn't
to
been
it.
out very long, actually, I don't think.
Warbringer has an album called Wrath and Ruin that's on here, and then Haley Williams is on here for Ego. Again, not something I would have expected.
I don't even know who the hell that is, I have to
I don't
admit.
either.
Haley Williams is from oh shit, what band is she from? Paramore?
Oh, okay, yeah. Huh,
I think.
interesting.
Pretty sure it's Paramore. Yeah. Yeah. This was her solo album. I thought it was Paramore. Pretty sure. All right, let's see who else we have here. All right, here's Loudwires. You want to see Loudwires? This is
Yeah.
from November 24th. This is 51. Sometimes
Testament put out a good album this year. I don't know if they would ever make any list. But this
this
point.
one has 51 on it, so there's a good chance it might be.
It might have made it, yeah.
But that's the one thing about Loudwire. I like some of the stuff that they do, and sometimes they just go a little off the rails. Like, do we need 51?
No, we
And
don't.
the fact that they're like kind of going in chronological order as well is also kind of frustrating. But let's see. Have you heard of the band Cursed?
Cursed, yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, wait, is it Cursed or is this? Damn, so many fucking pop-ups on their website. No, this is Paleface. Paleface Swiss. Never even heard of.
I say Cursed is like an old 80s band. I
Yeah.
didn't think they were still making albums.
Paleface Swiss sounds like a band that I would be into because they have a deathcore background, sounds like. A band called Hazard. Never heard of them.
Never heard
Haven't
of
heard of
them.
them either.
Here's Dream Theater's Parasomnia again. I guess I'm gonna have to listen to that Dream Theater album because I haven't
I just
listened to it.
don't like Dream Theater anymore. I used to.
Of course, Ginger's new album's on here, which I already have listened to multiple times. Lacuna Coil's Sleepless Empire.
I used to really love them, but I just sort of got tired of their new albums that came out and just sort of lost track of them.
Oh, here you go. Brett, Scorpion Child, not the actual Scorpions.
Scorpion Child, okay.
Psych.
I was gonna say, I'll go ahead and put the Scorpion album Love Drive on there. That thing deserves credit all these years later. Brett, what do you think of that?
Yeah.
That's my favorite Scorpion album, I think.
This is Scorpion Child, and the album's called I Saw the End as It Passed Right Through Me, and they have a lot of post-punk, Led Zeppelin, Deep Purple, that kind of stuff going for them. I've listened to this album multiple times as well. Killswitch Engage's This Consequence. I'm still a big fan of Killswitch.
I like the band. Yeah, I haven't listened to. Didn't even know they had a new album. I need to look into
Yeah.
shit more.
Absolutely. I love
They
Jesse's.
still back with their original singer.
Yeah, Jesse's
are.
still in the band. And now they've done 2 songs with Howard though. Howard and
Oh, yeah?
Jesse did a couple songs together, and one of the songs is absolutely amazing. It's called The Signal Fire. So if you never heard Killswitch Engage's The Signal Fire, definitely check out that song because seeing Jesse and Howard play off each other and their vocals is something.
That would be badass.
Oh,
Sort of
it
like
could-
what I seen with the Halloween deal.
Dude, it gives me chills just seeing them two together. And
Is there a
like,
video for that?
Yeah, there's a video for it.
I'll
Yeah,
have to check it out.
it's really cool. And again, Jesse's vocals are definitely not as nuanced or polished as Howard's because Howard has that range that is just beautiful when
Right.
it comes to heavy metal music. I mean, the Duke can he's got pipes. He's like Matt Heffy from Trivium. They have this vocals that are just
Yeah.
ridiculous. Who else? Yeah, I mean, Mr. Architects. I'm not surprised to see that on a Loudwire list.
They're not bad.
I don't see you guys as listening to Architects. No
They
No,
offense.
had
it's not on my radar.
what was that one song they put out a few years back? I forget. It was always on my playlist.
Yeah, I mean they have a few real popular songs. It's just they're more of a modern band that I just don't think you guys would be too into. Jethro Tull apparently came out with an album
Jethro
back in
Tull,
March
What?
7th. Yep.
the people who won the first ever heavy metal Grammy that year.
Yeah.
Beat out Metallica for it.
Yeah, that's absolutely stupid.
Well, Metallica won every fucking awards from that point on. So when they didn't deserve to at times, so they
Again,
made up for it.
Spirit Box is on here. Now, my favorite album of the year probably is on this list as well, and that's Whitechapel's Hymns of Dissonance.
I like Whitechapel.
Whitechapel's amazing. And the Hymns of Dissonance, there's a couple songs on there that are just
What do you
absolutely
consider Whitechapel? Like grindcore,
no,
metalcore?
they're really hard to put into
Yeah, I know.
a genre
They're
because
definitely a core.
yeah, I mean, I
Hardcore,
guess
yeah.
most of what they would do would be kind of pushed towards deathcore, I guess. Just because of his vocals and
Yeah.
the blast beats and the they have a lot of the blasts and chugs and stuff like that. I would definitely probably lean them more towards deathcore than anything else. But then they have songs like Deep Creek and stuff like that that is really metalcore-y and kind of have
Yeah.
those real like melodic tones and stuff like that. So I don't know, I just always liked um Whitechapel. Or just I remember the first time I heard the Saw is the Law, I was like, oh, this is my whole personality now. Like just loved it. Dorothy, I'm not a big fan of Dorothy.
Yeah.
Warbringer.
Warbringer?
Yep, never heard of them.
I was gonna say some of these I don't feel bad not knowing if y'all don't know them.
No, I have no
I've
idea who
heard
they
of
are.
Warbringer. I think they're sort of like a thrash.
I don't know. The album looks very kind of like Dream Theater-y. Steven Wilson. Don't know what that is either. He's a don't know. Even based off of the little blurb about it, don't really make sense to me. Imperial Triumphant, never heard of. Arch Enemies, Blood Dynasty. That's something we could talk about.
Yeah.
Arch Enemy also going away from Elisa. So
Yeah.
Right, yeah.
And what's up? Did she quit? Did she get fired? Nobody's been able to say
I
yet.
have no idea.
That was a weird, yeah. The whole thing's weird.
Now Elisa did drop that she's got solo music out, and she dropped two singles like the week after she was no longer a part of Arch Enemy. So maybe there was something going on there. Not too sure on that. The new album's all right. I've always liked Arch Enemy, but I've always typically liked them more with their previous lead singer. But
Yeah. Yeah.
Deaf Heaven, they came out with. I remember that back in March. They came out with that album. It was all right. Nothing crazy. Allegion's new album's pretty badass. If you're into melodic, technical, and progressive metal, definitely give Allegion's album a listen. It's really, really good. Um, they just do it all. Like they do death metal. They have melodic tones, a lot of technical, almost mathcore inspired stuff. Really, really big on progressive elements. Really like Allegion. If you haven't checked out Allegion, they're really fun.
I'm kind of looking along these lists too, and I keep seeing that Spirit Box and Deftones up there on all of them.
Yeah. Well, and Deftones' new album, look, I love Deftones and I love Chino and his vocals,
I like
and
Deftones a lot.
I just Around the Fur, Adrenaline, and White Pony were just so damn good
White
Yeah.
Ponies, there. Yeah,
that anything
I
after
still
that,
listen to that album all the time.
I listen to those three all the time.
Yeah.
I make my kids at school listen to those three because they'll ask for they'll say, "Can you play Deftones?" And I'm like, "Yeah, sure. Can we play Around the Fur?" And they're like, "No, we really want to play like what's the one, Diamond Eyes or whatever." And
Oh,
I'm like, let's listen to Adrenaline then. And they're like, no. I'm like, okay, White Pony it is.
I'm seeing my Testament album on some of these lists, the Parabellum.
Ghost's new album, which
I didn't like it.
yeah,
nah.
I haven't liked pretty much anything after the second one, so
Yeah, this new album, I tried to make myself like it. It's just not.
I listened to it twice and I was like, there's got to be something here that I'm missing. What am I missing?
I don't know what I can't find it either though. It's just I tried to force myself. I'm like, I'm gonna really make myself like this one because I didn't like the last two, but I couldn't do it.
Yeah, and I'm just saying, there's a couple songs that are like, okay, this is catchy, I like it.
There's one on there that's really catchy, but it sort of just faded away real quick with me.
Yeah, I'm just not into it
I think
anymore. I
they're
don't think. I think
they're
Tobias kind of lost his
I think
edge.
so.
I think the fame got him.
I think you're right.
Machine Head's unatoned.
Well, we have a guest coming along here.
It it's okay.
Hello.
I've listened to it.
Machine Head's new one. It's
Yeah.
not. It's not
New
bad.
Machine Head album. You
She
do?
she seems like a Sleep Token fan.
Are you a Sleep Token fan? Yep.
I can't get into them.
I don't like Sleep Token at all.
I I just
Okay.
can't get into them.
Yeah.
Sort of reminded me of like something like Motionless in White or something like that.
The, I don't know. I don't
Kind of like
mind the.
Motionless in White, so
Oh, I don't at all.
well, I sort of like you got to realize I got kids that listen to those bands,
Yeah.
so I
Well-
kind of was forced into some of those, I call them kid bands.
I get it. Like at our house, it's Ice Nine Kills.
Yeah.
So I mean, I get it.
Yeah, but they're
So,
better than some of those. I,
Ice. I would
I
put
like
Ice
Ice
Nine
Nine
Kills
Kills.
above probably, I don't know, 80% of the metal genre right now, just because of what they do for the whole industry as a whole.
I love that band. Yeah.
Our community, as far as horror and heavy metal, they speak
Mhm.
to it. So, but the Machine Head album's all right.
Brett likes Machine Head a lot, don't you?
Yeah.
My favorite
One
album
before it. And what was that one? Catharsis? I wasn't a big fan of that one.
So my favorite from them will always be Unto the Locust. But I've always also liked the Blackening and the Burning. So, or Burning.
Burn my
Burn-
eyes.
No, was
Oh
it
no,
Burn
I
My?
still
No.
they were opening for who was it? And my friend Beeson thought that they were a Deep Purple cover band. I'm like, what the hell are you talking about? I'm like, okay,
Oh.
Deep
you're
Purple cover
showing your
band.
age, Beeson.
Wow.
Now, this is before they'd really gotten bigger, though. They were opening for two bands, I think.
Oh,
I
okay.
don't remember who. I think Megadeth was on the bill. I don't know
I
who
seen them on that Locust album when they would just do the 3 hour show, no opening band, nothing.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's what I
they-
saw them. They did a night with Machine Head or whatever it was called.
Yeah, they do an hour and a half, then take like a half-hour break, and then come back and do another hour and a half.
That's the kind of band I like. This
And that's one of the drunkest I've ever been at a fucking show before, too. And then we
Well-
got hit by a tornado.
You told me that story, yeah.
Funny enough, the place I saw them at doing the Electric Happy Hour or whatever it was called, I'm going to on Thursday to see the next band on this list, which is the Callous Dowboys.
I have
gonna
no idea
Alice
what you
Dow
just said.
Boys.
The Callous Dowboys. They are weird. They are I don't even know. Loudwire even explains them as being zany. Um, but they have a
Lame.
yeah, I mean they have
So
a
they're a
unique sound.
Joker. So they're a Joker band.
No, they just they mix like techno with like weird sounding instruments with full on deathcore elements with a lot of metalcore added into it. It is just a unique experience. Like just
Hmm.
look up the Callous Dow Boys. And you'll realize that they are just they're weird.
Bet you $10 Carl don't.
I bet you I don't either.
So you're missing out because you don't want to miss out on some of these things that you might like. Like,
I
um,
don't really like those band. I mean, like, I'll just throw a few out there, like Primus. I couldn't. I love the bass player, but the music was fucking terrible.
I love Promise, dude.
I don't. Everybody did except me. But
Uh,
Les Claypool's a fucking great bass player, but
He's amazing,
he
yeah.
wasted his shit with all that weird. Like, what was it? Jerry was a race car driver. What the fuck, you know?
Hey,
big
Hearst is
brown,
here.
big brown beaver.
Yeah,
Well, that song was a little
Winona had a
funny.
big brown beaver and she showed it to all her friends. And
You
then
know
one
that
day
dude was
that beaver did
almost
leave her.
replaced Cliff Burton, right?
He's an amazing guitar
He
or
is.
bass player. I mean,
He's
he's probably
amazing.
one
Yeah, by far.
probably one of the best bass players to ever live.
Probably is.
I
I just
mean,
don't think he ever really was able to showcase his true, with because Primus was such a nitsy weird band.
Oh, Kevin's in the room in here now. What's up, buddy? Our buddy from the Atlanta area.
Yeah.
oh, here you go. Rivers of Nile. Do you guys remember Rivers of Nile?
Remember? Yeah.
Nile.
Yeah, Nihil, not Nile.
Oh,
But Rivers of Nile, they're a progressive death metal band.
I think I've
Tur
heard them before.
Turnstile, the new album, Never Enough. Can't say enough about it. I think it's amazing. Definitely, definitely check out Turnstile's new album. It is so, so cool. I mean, I don't even know how to describe it other than just you need to check that
Is
out.
Despite on the list? You ever heard them?
No. Yeah, I probably have, but
Not
I haven't
there.
seen him on
They're
this.
they're deathcore or whatever.
Here's one for Carl that I'm sure he listens to on the daily. Baby Metal's new album.
Yeah.
No, not a big Baby
No, that
Metal
would be
fan.
our buddy Tim Mullins. He's a baby metal
Is that
fan.
Tim? Yeah.
I actually enjoy Baby Metal. They're not bad. The musicians that are playing the music are legit musicians. I mean, I get the whole kawaii,
Yeah.
Japanese jumping around in little skirts and whatever. But like the song they did with Alex from Slaughter to Prevail,
Oh yeah,
it was dope. Like I
yeah.
totally dug it. So okay, we went from metal to 3 Days Grace on this list. So Loudwire,
3 Days
you're
Grace.
losing a little bit of credit here, Loudwire.
Hey,
That's so early 2000.
I was gonna say that's another the kids listen to band that yeah,
That's one of the wives' bands. They like that. She likes that one.
it was the
Uh,
kids bands too. So I'm
between,
familiar with 3 Days Grace. They have a few good songs.
it's all right. Between the Buried and Me, that's that. They had a good new album out. They're not for everybody. Lorna Shore, which The Pain Remains, still one of the greatest songs ever. I Prevail. There's a lot of people came out with an album this year that I didn't realize. Dying Wish,
Right,
Revocation,
Bell, yeah. Yeah, you're right. A lot of these I didn't know that they were even had anything out. So
AFI. I didn't even know AFI was still together.
a lot of these bands don't do a very good job of promoting their shit, I don't think.
Sanguisuga Bog's new album's actually a lot
Well,
of
they're all
fun.
a lot of them are releasing their stuff independently, and I guess they
There's
just don't have a
Gotta
good.
promote it when you do.
Yeah, I know.
Testament's album. Testament came out
That
on
Testament
October
album was
10th.
good.
Yeah,
I mean, you can't go wrong with Testament. That's the
No.
thing. There, Testament's a lot like Soulfly or Sepultura for me. Like I'll listen to it regardless. Yeah, I mean, I don't care.
Chuck Billy's still got a great voice. But of course, I'm a thrash guy, so
Yeah. Avatar came out with a new album. Oh, Drain came out with a new album. Oh, yeah, I have this one. Never mind. Drain
Drain?
is Drain. They're a band I
Drain
saw.
STH or just drain?
No, just Drain. 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 They are they're like a hardcore. Most of their songs are pretty hardcore as far as like everything, a lot of the thrash and punk elements that you would see in a hardcore song, right? But then they have just a little bit of different flair to them about them. And we saw them last year in Florida when we went down for Rockville. And I'm like, oh, whatever. It's supposed to be a hardcore band. Let's go check them out. Dude, they lit it up. They lit that third stage on fire. It was actually really, really fun.
Kevin said Baby Metal put on a good show.
I've heard that.
Did you guys hear about the guy that got left at the gas station by his band?
No.
Yeah, so I don't know what happened, and a couple of the stories kept just they all they would say is that he was left there, but there was like apparently a plot afoot, and they stopped at a gas station, and the band left the singer there and kicked him out of the band.
Wow, that's some old school stuff right there.
Who's the band?
I don't remember. I'll try to look it up real quick. You guys talk about something. I'll try to find the article.
Oh, that's funny.
Yeah,
Can't
there's
believe
been a
that.
lot of that kind of shit over the
That sort of
years.
happened with Mushroom Head and Waylon Revis.
Really?
He got like kicked off the bus or some shit too, I heard, and ended up leaving the band.
Okay, the band that left its singer at the gas station is the death metal band Vitriol, who abruptly quit mid-tour in November of 2025, abandoning frontman Kyle Rasmussen along with his girlfriend and dog at a gas station in Vermont after a drug-fueled argument. The band members cited Rasmussen's outburst of misplaced anger, while Matt Rasmussen claimed a collective cocaine-fueled panic near the Canadian border led to the split, with the others leaving him without money or a way out.
That's
In
crazy.
Vermont,
In
I
Vermont.
bet it was cold as fuck.
Vermont in November.
No shit. I
Uh,
bet it was cold.
I remember seeing that story and I was like, oh, this sounds like something I definitely need to talk about, at least with the guys
Right.
to get their opinion on it. So could you imagine being part of a band
Their
and
name's Vitriol.
Vitriol, Vitriol. They're a death metal band. And then just getting left at the freaking border.
I gotta see what these guys look like.
Oh,
I've some stories of people getting kicked out of bands and yeah.
that sounds awesome though. It reminds me of the movie what was it, Slay, where the band members are going to the gas station and she's a vampire. The lead singer is a vampire, and they try like she goes into the gas station to because she's hungry, and ends up sticking a Slurpee straw into the dude's throat, and like blood shoots out the straw. And the other band member walks in, and is like, "Oh my God, what did you do?" It's like this. That's what that reminded me of. I don't know why that's what that reminded me of, but it did. Well, now I want to
Just
watch that movie.
yeah.
Well,
I
they ain't
remember
even on
like
that Vitriol or whatever the hell. They're not even on Apple Music. So
Well,
it's funny because Spotify always does these year-end lists, of shit, and Apple never did. Well, this year Apple did it. I guess they did it last year and I missed it, but I
yeah.
found it weird. The most listened to band for me in 2025 and 2024 was, y'all take a guess. I'm gonna see if y'all can.
Kiss,
No,
Megadeth.
no, Black Sabbath.
really?
But this year makes a lot of sense because they re-released the Tony Martin albums remastered.
Well, yeah,
But
and everything that
and
went down, I could
and
see you
everything with
listen. Yeah,
Ozzy. I
yeah.
was listening to a lot of the 70s, mid 70s Black Sabbath. But yeah, last year they were also my top band. So I
Well, I
thought
posted that video in the group with their singer right after Ronnie.
I never fucking saw that. What singer right now? I think it was when they fired Ozzy for that guy.
Well, yeah, right before Ronnie. I
I thought you
mean,
said after, yeah.
Oh, he did say
no,
after.
before.
Yeah. I was
I
gonna
meant
say no.
I meant before Ronnie, but
Well, no, they brought
he
Ozzy back.
yeah,
But yeah, I
but
remember
they
that
made
guy
that
was.
whole album with that guy though.
Well, I knew that, but I didn't know there was actual video of it or nothing.
Yeah,
Guy was terrible.
he didn't.
He would have
Well,
went down as the worst Black Sabbath singer ever if he would have officially been in the band.
Well, he was like in what, Savoy Brown or some
I
shit,
don't even know
and
what the hell that is.
did a stint with Fleetwood Mac. Come on.
Yeah, funny
hey,
stuff.
Fleetwood Mac, they have their place in the world. It's just
Not in my world.
not on my playlist.
Yeah, not
My
in my world.
my Apple Music thing was pretty terrible because I have a family share plan.
Oh yeah,
So my top band was Ice Nine Kills because my son listens to them
right.
all
Yeah,
day, every day. And then the second one was Shinedown because my wife listens to them almost every day. And then it hit me with Every Time I Die, and then Ginger. I think were my two. And then I went to A Funeral Portrait, who's another band that my son listens to. I'm like, well, at least I got two out of the five.
Crazy. I don't even remember what mine was.
I don't even know how I found it. It just showed up somewhere, and I'm like, well, they never did this before.
Oh no, it wasn't Ginger, it was a Monomarth was mine. That's what it was. It was Every Time I Die, and then a Monomarth was three and four, and then A Funeral Portrait. But I see the thing with me is I don't listen to a lot of albums anymore unless I'm like listening to a full album the whole way through, like a new album or something. And then even then I usually only listen to it like once or twice. And then it just goes
Yeah.
into my playlist of just I hit shuffle and it plays.
Yeah.
So
I'm the same way, but that's when me and Brett started the show all these years ago. I'm like, Brett, I'm not an album guy. There's very few albums that I like from start to finish, even in the when I had records.
see, I listen to the whole album, but I only
I
do
will
it
too, but
once.
then I like once, and then I'm like,
Yeah,
okay,
once or twice, unless I'm reviewing it. Then it's
yeah,
usually,
then
even
it's
then, it's
different.
usually three or four times, and then I'm done with it after that. And you know what I mean? So there's albums that I never listened to until we reviewed them or hadn't listened to in a long, long time. And then now they're part of my playlist because they're still in my phone and they
Right?
part
Yeah.
of my library. But if they come on, it's like, oh, cool. Here's the Trooper. I haven't listened to the Trooper in a long time, but I haven't listened to that album since we did the review of it. You know what I mean? So,
There's just so honestly, there hasn't been a full album that I could say I've liked from start to finish in years at this point.
oh, see, there's the last album Every Time I Die came out with, and I posted this online. Didn't get a lot of feedback from it, but I guess there wasn't a lot of people that really paid attention to this sort of thing the way I do. Every Time I Die's last album before they broke up, to me, is probably their best album that they ever put out. Most technically sound, great writing, amazing lyrics, everything about it. It's slowly climbing up to be my favorite album that they've ever put out, but it's definitely their best album. And I was thinking, how many bands that their best album or most technically sound or what could be considered arguably the best album that they've made has been their last album before they stopped making music
Probably
together.
nobody.
It's really hard to pinpoint, you know what I
Yeah.
mean? So, like,
That's what I'm saying. A lot of the bands, they just, I don't even know why they make some of these albums anymore.
well, yeah, they just kind of fizzle out or
They
they come
fizzle
back
out. They
and
don't,
then,
you don't have the sales from albums you used to. And
yeah. So it's just, it was a really weird thought I had because I'm like, this was by far like their best album. Like it really is. Like front to back, there's not a track on there that doesn't slap. The whole thing is really good. It's a solid front to back album, best album for sure. And it's the last thing they put out
yeah,
before they stopped making music together. And it's just so weird because you don't hear that. Like you think of the Beatles. Obviously, would you say that their last album they put out was their best album? Probably not. Black Sabbath, probably not.
It was a good album, but it sure was sort of a fizzle out.
I mean, can you sit here and say it's better than Black Sabbath?
No, not at all. Not even
You,
close.
you know what I mean? So, Led Zeppelin.
Yeah, their
Like,
last album nobody thinks about.
So I
Coda.
mean, what?
What?
Coda. That was their last album, I think.
Oh. Oh,
Led
you were saying the
Zeppelin.
name of the album. I thought you were
Yeah.
just having a Tourette.
Fuck.
Yeah, but I'm trying to think, and you know, even like Iron Maiden, they put out some good albums once Bruce came back, but these last 4 albums they put out, I just don't understand them.
And I mean, and a lot of the bands, they're still putting out albums, right? So you don't have bands that did like one and done scenarios or
Now,
2 or 3 albums that changed the genre and then they stopped making music or something. You know what I mean? The only other one I could come close to was Dillinger Escape Plan. I think their last album was Prancer before they kind of broke up. But now they're talking about possibly getting back together and touring, and they're touring with a different lead singer, different people. So it's like, do you count those as being the same as the ones with
not
Greg,
not
or do you
really. Yeah.
not? You know what I mean? So like, do we take Dio and what he did with Black Sabbath and combine that with what Black Sabbath actually was? Yeah, there's a lot of variables to think about when it comes to this, and but
I might
every
be
time
one
I
of the
don't,
only
on.
people that I actually do take Sabbath's entire catalog and group it together. I've never had a problem doing
Into
that.
eras.
No, just Black Sabbath in general. I listen to the Tony Martin albums and think this is Black Sabbath.
Yeah, but
Very
you
few
got the
bands I can
different
do that
eras
with.
of Black Sabbath.
Well, they're different eras, but
Yeah.
like I just don't really. I can group a Black Sabbath playlist and just have all the singers, and it doesn't bother me
Well, and you
Oh, me
because
notice,
neither.
Ozzy was so remotely different once he left Black Sabbath.
Yeah.
His music, it didn't sound like Black Sabbath anymore. What Ozzy did,
but
you know.
you notice that we tend to do that. We say a band is different when it has a different singer, but we don't do that when a band has a different guitarist. You know,
Very rare.
you think about Metallica, the fact that they went from Dave to Kirk and they went from Cliff to Jason to Rob. We still call it Metallica.
Yeah,
We
yeah,
consider all of Metallica's catalog.
yeah.
You know what I
That's what
mean?
I'm saying. Sabbath is one of the few bands I can sort of do that with because Iommi was so iconic. That
Yeah.
Iommi guitar is, to me, the Black Sabbath sound over Ozzy or Dio or anybody else.
Oh yeah, for sure.
So maybe that's why I can do it with Sabbath and not other bands because I just think of Black Sabbath. I think of Tony Iommi. Ozzy, Geezer Butler, Bill Ward, Dio are all sort of there. But
Yeah.
and when Eddie Van Halen died, I remember I posted, it wasn't about Eddie, it wasn't about no, it wasn't about David Lee Roth, it wasn't about Sammy, it was Eddie. It was Eddie's
Yeah.
band.
Yeah.
And it always was to me. Even when Sammy came in, they were doing, more poppier music, but that's what Eddie Van Halen wanted to do.
Yeah.
So
Oh,
if Van Halen were to start again under Wolfgang, though, would you still consider it
no,
Van Halen,
I
right?
wouldn't.
So it's so unique the way,
Yeah.
we look at this
Well,
stuff
you're
and
forgetting his
how
brother too. He was a Van Halen.
well,
I don't think Alex had much
you're
to do with,
understanding my point, Brett.
yeah. I don't think Alex Van Halen made Van Halen at any point. He was a good drummer, yeah, but you know,
No, Eddie was the
I
one that
think
was known. I mean,
Michael Anthony was a bigger role in it. I think second to Eddie myself.
Yeah.
And once he was gone and Wolfgang came in, it was sort of like it's just weird, but it's still Eddie's band.
yeah.
So you're right. It just the certain situations. Yeah, like I just think of Van Halen, I thought of Eddie.
Yeah.
Well,
Sabbath, I think of Iommi. But then you get somebody like Judas Priest. Fuck, everybody's been gone out of Priest at some point, except for Ian Hill, the bass player. They've all left at some point.
Yeah.
Halford left. Glenn Tipton's pretty much gone now. KK and Downing's gone. Halford's back, but I don't know.
there's a principle about that, a scientific principle. I don't know what it's called, but if you take this pen, okay, this is my pen. And I take this pen and I start replacing every piece of it with exactly the same piece or something, a piece that's very similar.
Yep.
Do I still have this pen? Or is this pen now something different? Even though it's still a pen, it's still my pen. It started off the same. I'm still holding a pen in my hand.
It's just got different parts.
Is it the same pen that I was holding? Every piece is identical, every piece is very similar and the same, but it's not the piece that was there when I started. So at what point do you say that it's a new pen?
Exactly.
You know what I mean? So there's a whole theory, a psychological and scientific theory behind that. And I think it's a philosophical principle, actually, or whatever it's called. But it's so weird because we don't think about that.
It is weird. You know, that's something I never think about really. And I feel like I'm more open than like, you know, my friend Video Bob, he always said, well, the singer's gone. It's not the same band. I'm like, that's not true in all cases.
Right.
To
Because
me,
I mean, you like talk about Van Halen. The singer isn't who made the band.
no.
You know what I mean?
And people want to dog
Black
on
Sabbath.
the Sammy Hagar albums. They sold more than the Dave albums, and people don't want to admit that. They
Yeah.
were huge, big selling albums, you know, and they just were. And,
Yes, they were.
and you know, another thing, like when Tim Owens, Ripper Owens was in Judas Priest, I thought that was the greatest thing ever. I loved that guy in the band. I thought that was Judas Priest just as much as anything because Halford abandoned those guys. He just sounded like fuck y'all and started that band Fight and was gone, and they were just
Yeah.
sitting there with nothing to do. You know, like our singer quit, and you know now what? So they finally got together and got back together. You know, they didn't kick Rob out of the band. He left.
Well, the same thing happened with Anthrax. You know,
Yeah.
I love Joey, but one of my favorite songs is Safe Home.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And that's an Anthrax song to me. It's
And
not an
I
Anthrax
love
song
Joey too,
because
but he was never my favorite singer in the, you know, in the 80s. And John Bush was. So, but looking back, that whole John Bush era just seems sort of, you know, there are some good songs, but it just seems sort of like forgotten now. Like
yeah,
they don't play the music.
they don't.
He's an Armored Saint. He don't play the music. So that
Yep.
whole era, and there were so many good albums there. But
Yeah.
looking back, is it really Anthrax anymore? You know, it's just like everybody's like throwing it into the curb, which
Yeah.
is sad.
Well, to me, Anthrax was always with Joey though.
It was, yeah.
That's the way it
It was
was.
Neil
And-
Turpin, the original singer. That yeah, I don't
until the
think that
mid
guy.
in the mid '90s when the song came out with you know, there it is, Ship of Theseus theory. Thank you,
There we
Kevin, for
go.
knowing what
Yeah,
you're talking about because that's exactly what I was talking about.
yeah.
But yeah, Joey was always my Anthrax singer. But
I agree. You know,
when Safe Home came out, I was like, this is a fucking amazing Anthrax song. Super melodic. I loved everything about it. Still had the great rip to it. So it was just a unique scenario.
oh, I know when they
Yeah.
came out with that Sound of White Noise album, I'm like, Anthrax is gonna blow up and be the biggest band in the world now.
Yep.
Yeah.
It's never
a great
happened.
album.
No, but
It is.
then
It's a freaking. It might be their best album, honestly, but
see when Joey came back with 13
it was great.
or not 13, Worship Music. I just
Worship
got Black
Music.
Sabbath. I got Black Sabbath and Anthrax confused.
Yeah,
for a minute.
yeah. It was what. Yeah,
Because that's when Ozzy they released the new Black Sabbath under 13, right?
yes, it was called
Yeah.
13.
So yeah, when the Anthrax album Worship Music came out, that song, I mean that album rips, dude. It slaps.
It's great. Yeah.
You know, fight them till you can't. Like that's just such a like an overall just anthem of a song that came off that album. So it's something to ponder about, man. This
Well, when Joey came back, I got a new respect for him too.
yeah.
And again, I love John Bush. It loved the dude in the 80s, you know, with Armored Saint.
Yeah.
But now that I look back, I'm like, they should have never got rid of Joey. Honestly, that was a mistake, I think.
Well, there was a lot going on. Joey was fighting some alcohol addiction
Yeah.
and stuff too at the time.
Well,
So
and they
there was
just
a lot
signed that
going
big
on.
deal with Elektra Records, and they were really looking to, you know, prove themselves, I think, on a big label. But
Yeah.
looking back, I just think it was probably not the best move for them. And I mean, hell, I saw him playing like a small club in Dallas with with John Bush, and I'm like, this is sort of sad, that they were supposed to be get so much bigger with him, and they've just fallen to playing small club status.
Yeah. To me, they'll always be part of the big four, though.
They will.
And
They got a new album coming out next year too.
do they?
I
Yep.
didn't know.
I didn't either.
They've sort of fallen off my wheel just a bit over the years, I think.
Well, and
Have-
with Charlie going and playing with Metallica and
You mean
Pantera, I mean,
Pantera. I was like,
Pantera? Now
Charlie-
there's one right there that I will never fucking accept in the history of accepting is the fact that they're running around claiming to be Pantera.
Yeah.
It's
So
just- it's
again,
It's not. That's
but
you know-
you say that, but we've also agreed that like think of Sepultura. Okay.
mhm.
that's a whole thing too. I'm not real fond of that either.
So not one member of Sepultura is an original member of Sepultura.
And I don't feel that
Yeah.
they really are.
So like
No,
like
the brothers,
Phil,
they were Sepultura.
Phil and Rex are original members of Well, no, Rex is right, but Phil isn't.
Phil
'Cause
was
they-
not the original.
Yeah,
no.
they had a different lead singer.
They've
But
had
Rex,
yeah.
Rex was always there. So when you think about it,
And he was
there-
the most non involved member of Pantera.
well, he was
always.
the least vocal.
Yeah.
Right? I mean, he's the
Well,
bass
until he
player.
wrote that stupid book and pissed everybody off.
Well, that's
Another that was
that's a
a
story for a
money
different
grab
day.
there, but that's he
But,
even
I
made
mean-
Phil mad with that book.
It's so weird. We can sit here and fight, and people are like, yeah, man, I just don't think that this is the thing. I don't think this is the thing. And then like, well, wait a minute, I bring up this, and they're like, oh shit, now my point's invalid. So you
I
can
know,
debate it all
and-
day.
Being I knew those guys, it's just, and I was actually on my playlist the other day, a Damage Plan song came on. And honestly, when that album came out, I was at the release party, but I'm like, this album is not good. I mean, I don't know what they're thinking. What is Vinny and Daryl thinking with this thing? Because
Yeah.
honestly, they could have replaced Phil, and I think nobody would have blinked at that point.
I don't
I
know.
think-
See, I just think that sound was too iconic by that point. You had 3 albums just come out and
Well,
absolutely
that is what
fucking
Daryl and Vinny
demolish
said
the
at the
world.
time. They're like, no, it's not going to be,
Yeah.
I think Vinny's actual quote was, he said, you serve people, I think he said Pepsi for all these years, and then you're going to change the name to Diet Riot. And they're like, what the hell is that? That was some, like a Diet Cola that came out in the 80s that everybody, so
Yeah.
Vinny's like, so yeah, we're just,
I know what
they-
Diet Right is. Come on.
I don't, I barely do. I just
RC
remember that
Cola?
exact quote that Vinny gave. I'm like, why did he come up with that for? But
Yeah. Ashton's got a good point. Ashton Wright in the chat says the Misfits are almost all non-original as well. Another great point.
well, Danzig's back now.
Again, though, but for how long did that go on that they were still touring under the Misfits?
Yeah.
Danzig was touring by himself and they're still
And
singing
nobody
Misfits
cared.
songs.
They were all, I think they had a lawsuit at one point over the name, and Glenn signed it all over and said, y'all do what y'all want. I don't really need the name.
Well, and I know that the Misfits do not sing any of the what's the other guy's name?
I can't think of it.
Doyle.
No. That took Danzig's spot.
Oh,
I can't. They wasn't there two. They had two singers. I
The
think.
yeah, but they had one that was like super popular and they made a lot of good music out of it. I
When
don't know.
I
I
think
can't.
of the Misfits, I don't
can't
know
think of the
that I
name.
think of Glenn Danzig anymore.
What do you think of then?
Just the
Commercial
Misfits.
commercial icon
The shirt.
Fiend logo.
I think more of their non-Glenn Danzig days, because they were such a punk, band. I just don't like that kind of music. But when they became the next version of the Misfits, it was like, oh, this is
Michael
pretty cool.
Graves. There you go. Yes, Michael Graves.
There you go. Yeah.
But
No,
they
I'm
won't
sure they won't do that.
Yeah,
His
they
songs
don't- they
now
won't.
with Glenn.
they won't do Graves's music with Glenn.
Well, and that's not unheard of. Halford won't do the Ripper Owens songs, whereas Bruce Dickinson loves doing the Blaze Bailey songs, which was always sort of weird to me. But I don't expect Glenn Danzig to sing that stuff, honestly.
If you can tell me, I'll give you bonus points if you can tell me where the original Misfits logo came from. Chat, you could play too,
It's a
because I don't think these two will get it.
the skull logo.
Yeah,
I
the
think I,
Fiend is what it's
the
called.
Fiend.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think I know, but I'm not sure that I can.
it's like I've heard it before, but
I've heard it
it's
before
not coming
too, but I
back to
don't
me.
know that it's something that's been in my
When you
mind for
say
the
it, I'm gonna
last
go,
30 years.
yeah, that's it.
Yeah, I think I knew 30 years ago, probably.
Yeah.
Well, let's give
A movie?
Chat a minute. It is a movie.
Okay, okay, I think I got it.
It is a movie. We're gonna see if
Crimson
chat can figure
Ghost.
it out.
Crimson
That's it.
Ghost.
Crimson Ghost. Good job, Kevin. Yep. 1946, The Crimson Ghost.
Okay,
That's where they stole that from. Well, they didn't steal it, they borrowed it. I mean, we all steal it. I mean, you look at Rob Zombie, one of his biggest props on stage is from a movie as well, right?
yeah,
Do you know which one?
not offhand.
I don't know what year, so I gotta look up the year real quick. Let's see.
Well, Black Sabbath got their name from a Boris Karloff movie, an
Yeah,
Italian horror movie.
yeah. Well, we just actually there will be a episode of Sights and Sounds coming out very shortly that we talk about Ozzy Osbourne, Black Sabbath, the social impact that he had on the industry and horror, and how they got their name, Black Sabbath, as while we cover the movie Black Sabbath.
That's just too fucking cool.
Oh, that's awesome.
I
That's a
think I
lot
have
of
the.
fucking. Is that gonna be a two-parter?
Now we did we only did it once, um, one show, and we try to keep those shows short. So I think we ended up going for about an hour and a half or so. And that's why I told myself I could do a whole podcast of just everything about the social impact of what Ozzy was, going from pop culture unknown to icon, how he influenced everything from reality TV to horror movies, how he was in horror movies, just the music, how the music lent itself to becoming darker, how they went from a band just by seeing, hey, there's a line of people lined up to see a horror movie. Let's make our music scary,
Yeah,
to
Yeah.
being heavy metal music as what it is, and how we have become a society under it. And it was such a fun episode to do with Raul, and I can't wait for you guys to hear it. So
cool.
it was a lot of fun.
I just remember, of course, I don't remember at the time because I was a little kid, but when Ozzy left Black Sabbath, I don't think anybody really cared a whole lot at that point. I don't, it wasn't until he started, with Randy Rhoads that he got that Ozzy stigma going.
Yeah. Today's Randy's birthday, by the way.
It is because
Yeah.
the
Is it?
band was originally supposed to be called Blizzard of Oz.
Yeah.
It wasn't going to be called Ozzy Osbourne. And, where was that? It was some concert. They put Ozzy and they spelled his name wrong on the up on the
Yeah. They
stage,
spelled
and
it with an
that's
IE.
yeah, and that's sort of how it started to take that. This is not really the Blizzard of Oz band; it's the Ozzy Osbourne band.
Yeah, I mean, it was. I wish you guys could have been. Maybe we'll have to do an actual show about that or
I
something
could probably talk
coming up,
about Black
because
Sabbath
that'd be a lot of fun.
24 hours again. Yep, they're my most listened to band of the last 2 years, which is
Yeah.
crazy but true.
You had the White
And
Zombie movie on DVD, the original White Zombie with Bela. It's awesome.
I have that over in my collection.
It's on Shutter, by the way, too.
Yeah, that's the cool thing. But I like that Shudder puts a lot of those older movies up there, um, which lends us into the next topic that I think Brett wanted to bring up, which was the Warner Brothers
Oh yeah,
sale to Netflix. Because in that sale, Netflix is gaining pretty much all of Hammer Horror out of it, as well as a bunch of other titles. Obviously, all of
oh
HBO
yeah.
Max.
They own Freddy Krueger now.
They own Freddy
Well,
Krueger
now let's
and
just say this
Jason
hasn't happened
Voorhees.
yet. This is still
It has to be approved.
it has to be approved, and
$72 billion.
Yeah.
I thought it was
Um,
84.
Last one I read was 72 or 73, I thought.
I just know that Paramount was really wanting this thing, and Netflix outbid them. So
Well, and it opens a lot of questions, but just to give you an example of some of the titles that Netflix could possibly own by this merger, all of the Conjuring universe, Stephen King adaptations such as It, The Shining, and so on,
right.
A Nightmare on Elm Street, including Freddy Krueger, not just the name, Friday the 13th and its star Jason Voorhees, the Final Destination series, Gremlins, which there is talks of a Gremlins 3.
There has
Actually,
been
it's
some talks. Yeah.
Yep,
pretty
I heard
much
that.
there's even a poster floating around already. All of the Exorcist franchise, the entire MonsterVerse, which is including Godzilla and King Kong,
Wow. Yeah.
Poltergeist, The Lost Boys, Malignant, Evil Dead Rise, Blade, all of the classic horror, Hammer
Yeah. Because
horror
all the New
films.
Line shit, not
Yep.
just included. New Line had a lot of horror movies besides Elm Street.
Yeah.
So that's just some of them. Okay. What does this mean?
All the DC movies,
Oh,
Batman,
yeah. That
Supermans.
I was just touching horror.
Yeah, I know.
I
There's
mean,
so much.
you have DC, you have HBO altogether. So Game of Thrones, you have The Sopranos, the
The
any of
Harry Potter
those.
stuff.
All of the Harry Potter stuff now goes to them. Um, what does this mean? Does this mean that we could get more shows potentially? Does it mean that Netflix could possibly be putting out movies under these franchises? Or does it mean nothing and we'll just see nothing change? We'll still have HBO Max, we'll still have
So
Netflix.
so is the Netflix studios going to take over the Warner Brothers studios?
That's what
That's what would.
nobody knows.
Well, when this when they what was it? Who was it bought Paramount? I can't think now.
Skydance.
Yeah, they took over everything. They're now running the whole enchilada of Paramount. So I would think that Netflix
What
probably
was it
would take
what
over
movie was it I watched the other night and it said Paramount Pictures,
a Skydance Corporation
a
something.
Skydance brought to you by
Company.
Skydance.
Yeah, something like that.
Yeah, I didn't even realize that, but I have seen
Well,
that on a couple different things.
here's the scary part. If you're into physical media, Netflix don't put out physical media.
That was one of my points.
They don't put out 4Ks. They don't put out Blu-rays. They don't release anything.
Yeah,
No.
that was going to be one of my points.
Warner Brothers is one of the biggest that do release physical media, including the whole Warner Brothers archives that put out shit all the time. Old movies, old horror movies, by the bundles. There's like stuff that you would never think
Yeah.
of. You can get on Warner Brothers archives.
This sale could be the death rattle
It could be.
of physical media.
It could be, and that's what Netflix would want.
Because you imagine Hulu just raised their price again because Hulu is Disney ESPN now, right? Hulu
Yes.
Disney ESPN.
Exactly.
So what
They're going
happens?
to get rid of Hulu and make it into Disney. I don't know.
Right. So, but still though, three together, my price has also shown
Yes,
that.
the price. Yeah, and
Okay.
ESPN's now got the one thing where it's like $30 a month and shit.
Yeah, and it still blacks out some of the games.
Yep.
And all the WWE pay-per-views are now going to be on that.
So what happens now with HBO and Netflix? Because HBO Max was about to go through another rebrand. I don't know if you know
Yes.
this too.
They
Because
were
now,
Discovery was breaking off.
so they're about to go through another rebrand, and now this happens. Does that streaming service just become Netflix?
Or are they going to
And
run both of them
are
as
they
a
go-
bundle and charge you $50 a month?
Exactly. That's so. What happens now? Yeah, I mean, there's so
Big
many
things.
unknowns with this thing.
I bet they
Eh,
bundle. I bet they bundle it. I bet they keep the HBO Max name.
and
Well,
try to sell them as separate.
And if
but
it's a
bundled.
Warner Brothers movie, they're going to call it a
Warner
Warner
Brothers, a
Brothers
Netflix
classic brought to
company
you
or
by
what?
Netflix.
Well, MGM is owned by Amazon now, but they're actually putting out more movies than MGM has in years at the
Yeah.
theater. That's another thing. Netflix released that Frankenstein movie for like a week, 2 weeks.
Yeah, it
Then
wasn't.
it came on Netflix, and
yeah.
they said, yeah, they said it was at the theater, so people can't bitch. That was their exact words.
Yeah.
It came out of the theater, but we put it out 2 weeks later, and that's sort of how we want to do things.
Yeah,
So this can affect the movie theaters just as much as physical media.
now we've said a lot of negatives. Now there's a lot of good things that could come out of it too. Netflix has a ton of money.
Yeah.
So they could put in that one thing about HBO series that I always like is HBO does spend money on their series.
They do. I mean,
So-
the Game of Thrones stuff's a great example of
Sopranos.
that.
Oh my
Game
God,
of
that's
Thrones.
probably
Yeah.
and that's like more or less started it off.
Oh
for
yeah.
HBO. You know,
Let's
Yeah,
start
House
it
of
off.
Dragons.
I've
the
been
series-
rehashing The Sopranos now, dude. I just started watching it like last Sunday again.
It's so good.
Well, HBO
except for the
and
end.
Showtime both, were the first to do these, more cinematic TV shows. You didn't get that on the networks or anywhere before that.
No,
Remember the first Spartacus that came out from
Yeah.
Showtime? Spartacus Blood and Sand or whatever
Yep.
it was. Fucking amazing.
But that was all Showtime and HBO. Now that's everybody. That's
who
all.
owns
That's all you're gonna
Showtime
get.
now? Is it still just Showtime or
It's now in the Paramount Plus app.
Yeah.
is it?
Yeah.
Paramount's got everything under Paramount
And
Plus,
Stars,
which
too.
is probably one of the
Stars
best
in that.
streaming options you can get. In
I
my
think it's Stars Showtime is under Paramount. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, because I think
Gotcha.
Stars was part of that Skydance, and now they're all one and the same, and they're all on Paramount Plus, and
Yeah.
it's still a more reasonable price than the other streaming services.
But unless you have all the other streaming services as
Yeah.
well.
See, I got
Well,
rid of Disney.
I get mine through Walmart Plus, and it's only like $60 a year for the with the Showtime.
Yeah,
Oh, that's not bad. Yes, Weeds was on HBO.
the Showtime.
Weeds was it on? No, it was on Showtime, I think.
No, it was on HBO, wasn't it?
Weeds was?
Pretty sure it was on
That
HBO.
It was
a
on one of
fucking
the
good
two.
That was a cool show too.
Yeah.
I
I'm
know
like
with Paramount, there's like
90% sure.
I think you pay a little bit more to get Showtime or something now.
You
but
do.
If
There
you
was a
got
Black
cable, I
Friday
guess
sale.
you can still get it. I don't know, but like two people that still have cable. So
Yeah, I mean, no one does. I don't even know how cable's still a thing.
there's a lady I work with. She's a little older than me, and she still got cable, but she was about to drop it, and she called them. They said, "Oh, well, we'll give you all those apps for free." So she got all of them, and I said,
Yeah,
"Well,
you
what
don't
are
get
paying?
a cable box anymore. You just get the Spectrum app or
Is
whatever
it
it
all
is.
streaming now?"
Yeah, they're
I was
streaming.
gonna say, yeah, but
I
she
saw-
says she pays like $179 a month.
That's what Tracy.
Holy shit.
That's
Yeah, I'm
what
like,
Tracy-
dude, you can get all the streaming things and get everything. There's a few things that you can't get on streaming, and one of them is the History Channel.
See,
Their
I have
shows
that,
are everywhere.
but I have
They're
that on
not
Hulu.
anywhere. They're not in a bundle anywhere.
It's on Hulu.
Some of it, not all of it.
Oh no, I have the History Channel. I have the History Channel like icon thing that I can go to on Hulu and Disney now.
I could never find all the history shows that I was looking for.
But I have Hulu Live as well.
Well, that's why you got it then. Yeah.
So that could be why.
See, I actually have completely dumped Disney because I just never watched anything on the damn thing. And I'm a Star Wars guy, but I can't stand the shit Disney's putting out calling Star Wars. And I think the Marvel universe is totally just gone at this point.
Yeah,
I don't think there's no saving it.
I'll be excited to see. I will watch anything that comes out Star Wars or Marvel.
I
Have you
will
seen
too.
the AI stuff they're doing with Luke Skywalker?
No.
They it looks exactly like the first Star
Well,
Wars.
it's still not anything official. I mean, I don't. I
No.
want to see the real, George Lucas universe out, but they've just really jacked it up.
Well, they are releasing the original cut
I
in
saw
theaters.
that.
So you will
Yeah.
finally have a chance to. Well, I will finally have a chance to go see it in theaters because I've never
Yeah,
seen
the
original in
real
theaters.
deal, not all the George Lucas CGI shit.
The original deal.
That's
I'm
pretty
excited
cool.
for that. Yeah, I'm
I
excited.
think
to go
there's
see
a
that.
change in Star Wars since Kathleen Kennedy's leaving. I don't know. I'm kind of excited for this Mandalorian Grogu movie to see what it looks like.
I'm excited for Starfighter. I think Starfighter
That's gonna
looks
be
pretty
cool, too.
exciting. So
So I think
Let's-
Star Wars might have finally got it back on track.
yeah, I'm excited for Starfighter. I think that
But
looks intriguing.
Marvel, I think the superhero world's done and dead. Everything Marvel's the last
I don't
3
know.
Marvel movies I watched, I just got bored to shit with them. I just watched that Fantastic Four. I'm like, this is just
I
stupid.
liked it. It was okay. I mean, it was
It's
fine.
okay, but it's just like it's like they just put this crap out and it ain't like it was in the beginning.
I'm probably
Over the
more,
top stuff, you mean? You know,
It's just
yeah.
I don't know.
I'm probably more excited about the DC universe now with James Gunn attached to it. I really enjoyed Peacemaker season 1, and
Well,
then
that's great. The Peacemaker shit. That's like the Deadpool of DC's Deadpool now.
yeah. Well, and like the characters in it, they actually have fleshed out characters
They
as well,
do.
which are a lot of fun. So
Well, James Gunn played a big role in the Marvel stuff.
I
So
know, and that's why I'm excited
yeah. Hmm.
because I think that he brings his own brand
He
to it,
does.
and I always go back to the fact that he got his start at Trauma Studios.
Right.
And I know that that's a footnote in his filmography that only us horror freaks know about. But like I guarantee he learned stuff working at Trauma Studios and in the independent style about believing in yourself and what your vision is because it shows in his big budget movies. Like who else is going to put Foxy Shazam as the fucking title song of a $1 million, multi-million dollar series on HBO.
Right. Yeah.
You know what I mean? So, and then did you watch the cartoon for the monsters? What was it called?
The command
Yeah,
monster. I know what you're talking about.
the Commando one, whatever it was
Yeah.
called.
Yeah.
But that had the bride and stuff in it, and
Yes.
Frankenstein's monster. They have Gogor Bordello, and that whole thing is all the whole soundtrack is Gogor Bordello. Like, who the fuck does that? But James Gunn.
Yeah, exactly.
Like, Lloyd Kaufman is the bomb. Absolutely. Go listen to Headlong into Monsters trauma episode that we just put out a couple days ago. I talk a lot about Uncle Lloyd. We covered um what did we cover? Class of Nukem High, Toxic Avenger 2, and then my pick was Terra Firmer, of course.
Have you seen the new Toxic Avenger?
No, it's on my list. I was trying to get caught up on everything. I had to watch Stranger Things, and then I had to watch
It's pretty
Peacemaker.
cool, man. I liked it.
Creature Commandos. Thank you,
That's it.
Versager.
Yeah. I don't know why I couldn't remember that.
I couldn't either. I kept calling them monsters.
I was going to say, I knew it was something crazy.
Dr. Phosphorus. That was a great cartoon. I fucking loved it. But yeah, the whole thing is Gogo Bordello. I don't know if you guys know who that is or
But
not.
now we got to go back to the Netflix thing.
Yeah.
They're going to own that DC thing. So are they going to leave James Gunn along or are they going to try to, who knows?
If they see to me, if they're smart, they're gonna let a good thing ride.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? If they're smart business people, they're gonna
'Cause
say,
I wouldn't think that HBO is just going to give up their name.
Well, they did already. They changed the damn thing to Max, which was one of
now
the
it's
dumbest
HBO.
moves
It's
ever.
HBO. It's HBO Max now.
Yeah,
Again, but
yeah,
they got rid of. Remember, it just become Max there for when the Discovery Channel people took over.
yeah,
I'm
it's
like,
because
why in the fuck? I think we thought that before.
we
Why do you
did.
change it to Max, which I guess was Cinemax when Cinemax was just the baby sister, to HBO in the day.
I think their idea was Max, as in Max, like the best. You know what I mean? But
Yeah.
it was a bad brand because
Bad branding, yes.
you're what you're really doing is saying that Cinemax was the higher of.
Was the higher of
You know what I mean? But
when
obviously they
Cinemax was
weren't.
more known for the,
Titty
after
movies.
dark. Yeah, exactly. You watch it on
'cause-
Saturday nights.
Because HBO, it's such an innovator in so much other stuff too, sports,
Well, they used to
boxing
be in
matches and
sports.
stuff. You know,
They were in the day, yes. Unfortunately, they dropped all that over the years. But that's
Yeah.
another problem with Warner. They're sort of got a curse on them, it feels like. It was Time Warner for all those years, and then fucking America Online bought them at some point. AOL bought Warner Brothers,
I remember.
and that's actually what killed WCW wrestling off was
Yeah.
AOL. and they
AOL
took
Time
over.
Warner Production.
Yeah. And from that point on, they said it feels like that whoever buys Warner Brothers is just sort of cursed to fail. AT&T had bought it. That's, and they sold it off, and the Discovery people. And I thought right away, how's the Discovery Channel got the money to buy Time Warner or Warner Brothers? And apparently they're failing too, because here we go with another sale.
Well,
I
and
think
Well,
they're actually
AOL got
branching.
in with Time Warner because Time Warner owned the cable companies and they wanted to build the
yeah,
internet
did?
infrastructure.
Time Warner.
Okay.
So
Time Warner Cable.
yeah, that's
They were like the first ones to start like the fiber optics and all that kind of shit.
and that's who we had up north. I mean, I'm sure that's who you had growing, like when you were up in
No,
Indiana.
up in Illinois, I had who was it? Wasn't Time Warner.
You didn't have Time Warner over there?
Not Comcast.
We had
Who the heck
Cox?
was it?
we had Salmon's Cable in Fort Worth, and then it was bought out by some character named Marcus, who was the worst cable company in the history of the world, and then Charter, which it is still, even though they call it Spectrum, but it's still Charter.
Yeah.
Don't know how they're making any money, but
I think here,
Comcast is making money because they own Universal and NBC. So
yeah, but I don't think I don't know. Cable's a hard thing to
I
put your
think
finger on.
Comcast and some of them are selling the internet now.
I
Now,
think
that's what
around here that's all it
AT&T's
is.
bread and butter is now. Somebody's got to provide internet to the houses.
Yeah, ours is
Here it's
Frontier's
AT&T.
getting real big here.
Yeah, I
Frontier's
think
getting
that's
huge.
So you got the fiber then?
They're running fiber. Actually, I have a little marker in front of my
Yeah, it sucks to run
driveway.
that shit in the fucking mountains, dude.
Good night, Barb.
Cable guy.
You can't put that shit. It's hard to put that shit underground, man.
Yeah, and they have to have it all underground.
Yeah.
So that's
So they're sawing shit. They're sawing
Yeah.
rock.
We have a lot of
Slow
shale and
process.
clay here, so it's rough. Now those guys are making a shit ton of money right now doing that though.
Oh
I
yeah.
bet.
So
Yeah.
the blue collar side of it, they're loving it.
Well, I'm curious
Yep.
to see if there's going to be more mergers now that we've got the whole Paramount
Well,
getting
what
bought
else is
now.
left to merge?
Sony. I don't
Huh?
know that Sony's talked about selling the Sony pictures off for years, but they never have. The big talk has always been Apple was going to buy one of the studios, and that's not happened yet either.
Well, and I thought Apple was in the fight for Warner Brothers.
I
But-
think I know Paramount was the one that wanted it really bad. I guess that
Does anything
Paramount
good ever come out on Apple TV? Is there anything
No.
even?
I
I
think
mean,
I get it for free from
Yeah, I get-
T-Mobile, and there ain't nothing on it.
Yeah, there ain't nothing on it.
There was a space show I watched. It was like an alternate history thing about the moon race. I don't even remember what the name of it was. It was actually okay. But no, there's nothing on Apple TV. I don't know how Apple makes anything off of it.
do you remember I think it was 2 years ago, they had the
Have a good night,
Movie-
Barb.
movie of the year.
They did, yeah.
What was it,
And it was
Coda or
Apple,
something
yeah.
like that? Where it was about American Sign Language or something,
Yeah.
or one of the characters was deaf.
But
I don't
yeah,
remember.
I'm surprised Apple, as much money as they got just sitting around, just didn't say, screw you, Netflix, we'll buy it.
Well,
know.
there was a story I read that said that supposedly there was Warner Brothers was leaning more towards or was tailoring their deal towards Netflix, and that was one of the other buyers was getting mad because they felt like the deal was being tailored more
I
towards
think that was
Netflix or
Paramount because
something.
they pretty much thought they had this thing a done deal. And I think it is. I think they wanted that they wanted to go toward Netflix for whatever reason. I don't know. I don't
maybe-
know if they're going to allow this merger or not, honestly, because Hollywood's already up in arms about it. The movie theaters, like we mentioned, a lot of the directors and producers, it's not popular in the Hollywood ranks, but we'll see.
Yeah, it's a unique situation for sure.
It's got to go through all the government stuff. And from what I gather with this administration, what's that guy that owns the Paramount now that I can't think of his name?
I don't know any of the
billionaire.
owners.
Um,
They don't impact me. So
well, I'm just saying that they're more in cahoots with the current administration than some of these others, and it sounded like Paramount thought they could get Time Warner or whatever they're called now. Warner Brothers bought, boom, 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 approved and done, in like no time.
yeah.
So I think that's why they're pissed because they think they had their opportunity and they got like taken. So I don't know. I mean, would a Paramount Warner merger be any better? I would say maybe so because we would still get our physical media.
I mean, that's probably that and the theater aspect of
The
it is the
theater, yeah,
only thing I can think of because I can definitely see Netflix wanting to pull more of it to streaming
they will.
because of revenue, purely revenue.
Well, that's what happened during COVID. The Warner Brothers threw everything out on HBO during COVID, and the people were pissed at the theater, theater owners and
Well,
even the
everybody.
actors. I think it was Scarlett Johansson like sued them because was it the Black Widow movie? They didn't hold it; they just threw it out on HBO, and a lot of money lost
No,
there.
that was Disney that they threw it out on.
It was,
Yeah,
yeah. That I'm forgetting that. I guess that Black Widow is a Marvel character.
yeah,
Yeah, it was,
I
and
remember
she
that.
sued Disney and won.
Yeah,
That
but
it
I mean,
actually,
to me though, a lot the film is made to be saw
yeah,
yeah, on the big screen. I mean, I love watching movies at the house. Don't get me wrong. And there are times where I say, you know what, I'll just wait until it comes out and I'll watch it at home.
I am
But
so
there's a
bad
lot of
about that
times where
now.
I go to the theater to see a movie, just to go to the theater to see a movie. My buddy was talking to me the other day about, we have where you can get that monthly pass where you can go to the movies
Right? Yeah.
whenever you want. I think they all do that now, like AMC and Regal and all of them. But for me, I don't have a problem going to a movie by myself.
I never did either. And,
No problem whatsoever.
especially when it was a lot of the horror movies I wanted to see, I'd go by myself. I didn't
Yeah.
care.
I have no problem going at 5 o'clock showing and just hanging out by myself and just being the one of two people in the theater. I don't care.
I didn't
You know
never
what?
bothered me at all.
Yeah,
Sometimes that's a better experience.
Yeah.
well, I love going to a packed theater as well because you get the oohs and ahs of, other
It's like
people.
being at a concert almost.
Yeah. So like comedies and horrors are the best ones to see with other people because everyone's
Always
laughing
loved
together, everyone's
always loved
scared.
the Marvel in the heyday of being, and you never know what was going to happen in the crowd, just
Yeah.
reactions.
Action movies are a lot of fun, like adventure movies. Like I remember going to see Lord of the Rings at the midnight showings. You know what I mean? Doing the original trilogy, not the Hobbit
Right. Yeah.
trilogy. Um, the Matrix movies was a lot of fun to go see, stuff like that. But I will always prefer to see most films on the big screen. There are movies like the movie that came out during COVID, Host. Okay, that was about the Skype or Zoom meeting that
Yeah.
goes bad.
I remember
That
that.
was amazing to watch at home in the dark with your headphones on. And that shouldn't have been a theater experience because it was like you were part of the group chat. You know what I mean?
Gotcha. Yeah.
But but in general, most of the movies are made to be seen on the big screen. When I saw The Northman on the big screen, it was 10 times better than when I saw it in my house. You know what I mean? I love the movie still. And I think it's a beautiful movie. I love the way it looks. Skarsgård's amazing in it. Anya Taylor-Joy's amazing in it. But it was awesome in the theater. You know what I mean? So to see it on home screen wasn't as impactful.
Well, and I am the most guilty motherfucker in the world now that, well, back behind me up here, The Grabber, Black Phone 2, gonna go to the theater and see it. Didn't go.
I didn't either.
The Conjuring, didn't go. I remember
Nah.
with The Conjuring, I'm like, if I wait just another couple weeks, it's gonna show up on Fandango, and it did, and I'm like, wow, I should have went to the theater, and then
Did
I'm
you
like, well,
watch
it's
it?
still
Did you
at the
watch them
theater,
yet?
huh?
Have you watched them both yet?
Conjuring, yes. Black Phone, not yet. I'm
What'd you think of
saving.
The Conjuring?
Same as the rest.
Yeah, went in more about the daughter this time though.
Yeah,
I
but
haven't seen any of them past the first one, so
you haven't missed much. They're not the best movies. They're just sort of
they're
boring.
not my style.
They're
Black
not real.
Phone was okay too.
but I just don't know. I just a lot of it probably has to do that Lisa just can't really go to the theater anymore, and that was sort of became our thing. But you
Yeah.
know, I've fallen into that trap that I know it's going to show up on Fandango. You know, it'd be $24 when it first pops, and I'm like, okay, you wait till it leaves the theater, it's going to go down to 20. Then you wait till it hits streaming, it's going to go down to 10. That's how I watched the Fantastic Four. The day it came out on Disney Plus, it dropped to $10. So I bought the digital, and there you go.
Yeah.
So I am really falling into the not going to the theater trap. So I'm as
Yeah.
guilty as anybody
Yeah.
about it.
You are you're part of the problem,
I am.
Carl.
And even with buying my physical media, I buy the old stuff. The new
Well,
stuff, I don't buy much anymore.
and I buy a lot of stuff from the boutique shops. It's like
I
Vinegar
do too.
Syndrome or Synapse or those type labels.
Well, I just bought for the third time now on 4K The Curse of Frankenstein from Warner Archives. There you go.
Yeah. Now
And
owned by
I was excited
Netflix.
to get that because, you know, it was one of the first Hammer Frankenstein movies. So
I just watched that back in October again. It's such a good one.
it is great.
Yeah, it's such a good
And I,
one.
I popped as soon as it came out. I'm like, yeah, I'm getting that. So
Yeah,
I
that's
do buy physical, but like the Black Phone 2, I'm probably not going to buy that. You know, I remember I said I wasn't going to buy Nosferatu, I don't think on 4K, and I bought it on digital copy.
Did you?
And I just don't really see the need of getting the 4K of it because I got a 4K on the Fandango app now. So
But it was beautiful to watch in the theater.
yeah,
Oh yeah, it
So
was.
I don't think I'll have the same experience when I rewatch it again
you
at
won't.
home
No,
No,
because it's not going to have that same dynamic. You know what
I
I mean?
just I'm just gonna have to make myself go to the theater a bit more. Just like all the Marvels, we used to go see every Marvel movie. Didn't matter what it was called or who was in it.
I'm the same.
Now,
that that new 8K theater that they got there, that's cool to watch that on.
what is an 8K theater?
That one we went, don't they say that's 8K?
They
No, it's IMAX. Or they call
vibrate
it,
your
Oh,
balls.
is it IMAX? Oh, okay.
it's called something else with Cinemark.
Tickles your tank, gives you a little kiss.
Yeah.
That's what I'm talking about. It's my theater.
Don't the one theater got the haptic seats in it too?
They do. Yeah. Cinemark is really selling that big time. But it's too damn. That's another thing in the theater.
It's like
I was
10
going to
more
take
bucks.
Scarlett to see something. And I looked, I'm like,
Carl's
$50.
stroking his pussy.
I see that.
She just jumped up here. And I'm like, I'm not going to pay $50 to go to the theater to see this damn movie. I don't know what it was. It was something me and Scarlett wanted to go see.
Yeah, I took Silas to see Zootopia last Saturday or Sunday, and it was like a daytime showing, and it was still like $36.
Oh my
It's
god.
it's fuck that, and
I
you
remember
know,
dollar matinees, dude.
it's
Or $2 Tuesdays.
I
Yeah,
remember when it was the popcorn's too expensive. You can buy the popcorn cheaper now than you can the movie ticket.
Yeah, it is. Yeah.
And
It's like $10 for the big bag of
does
corn.
that affect me not going to the movie some? Yeah, it did that one because we were hell bent to go see. I don't remember what it was, but I'm like, we're not. I said, I don't want to pay that. And she's like, no, that's too much. We'll just wait till it comes out on streaming. So the
because
theaters are hurting themselves.
You do get a little break if you order them online, though. You get like a couple of bucks off.
yeah, and if you like, if you go to Regal has like the point system, and you get
Yeah.
free shit, and you
But
can
I
buy
don't go
the,
enough now to
the
be in
monthly
any of the
stuff.
to get those rewards I used to. But so
See,
I don't
Well,
know.
plus, there's a lot of stuff that comes out that I really don't want to see. Or like you said, you can just wait till it comes out on.
That's the problem, right?
That is, they've made it too easy.
The problem is it's so easy for us to just say, I don't really care if I see this in the theater, so I'll just wait till it comes out and watch it at home. Well,
Yeah.
Thus, you got the Marvel movies not making close to anything anymore compared to what they used to. Because I think, like,
Did you see
what
the
was
new
it this
Superman?
year? It was, huh?
See the new Superman? Yeah.
I saw it.
yeah,
What'd you think of it?
I enjoyed it. It
I
didn't blow
thought
my
it was-
mind. It was
Thought
good.
it was good. It
was
wasn't
cute.
great. It was
Yeah.
probably a good start for something, you know.
I like the fact that it wasn't an origin story. It was a story. We already know
Thank
who
God, yeah.
Superman is.
They finally quit the origin, just like the Fantastic Four wasn't an origin story, and I like
Yeah.
that.
Yeah, just throw us into it. We're educated enough, and if you're not, give us enough dialogue to say, okay, here's who they are and what they're doing.
We
Done.
had the new Captain America this year, the whatever the hell they called the one with the
The
bad
one
guys.
with Red Hulk
Yeah.
with Harrison Ford.
No, the other movie that came out that had the
Oh,
Bucky
the
character and
Thunderbolts.
Thunderbolt. You had that, and then Fantastic Four and Superman were the four, and I thought the Superman movie was the best of the four, honestly.
I Thunderbolts was up there for me. I really enjoyed Thunderbolts, but that could be because of all of those characters I like. I like the
Yeah,
darker characters, so. But
yeah.
I liked the Superman one because it was more campy. Like my
It
wife
was
was
more like what Superman should be,
yeah,
probably.
it reminded me more of the Christopher Reeve
It did,
Superman.
and
You know what I
and
mean?
and
So
and I'm gonna be the first to say I loved when the damn DC movies went dark as shit, but
I did too.
the average movie people just couldn't do it, I don't
Yeah.
think.
It
They
was
didn't get it.
I don't understand why we can't have a little bit of everything.
I don't know why we can't either.
And I think that's what I'm so excited about James Gunn
He will
and
give
what
that to you.
he's giving us an R-rated horror movie in Clayface.
Yeah.
Okay. That's going to be in the same genre or same universe as the campy Superman.
It's gonna be
You know
basically
what
a
I mean?
horror movie.
Yeah, I
So
mean they've said it's a body horror movie.
yeah.
Like it's literally a body horror movie. So, um, like he said, he used the word Cronenberg, okay, in an interview, and I'm like, if you're gonna throw out that Clayface is gonna be similar to a Cronenberg film, you better fucking deliver
Yeah.
because I expect to see the Fly level body mutilation. Okay.
I think he can pull it off, you know.
Well, I mean, that's what I want. I want a cartoon like Creature Commandos. I want the campiness of Superman. I want the stupid Peacemaker. Why not give us all? When we read a comic book, we don't read the same fucking style of comic book every time we
No.
read it. We read something different. Every artist was put their own spin on it. Every writer put their own spin on it. Why can't we do that with movies too?
I think that's where DC went wrong with the last, with the Batman versus Superman and then the fucked up Justice League
Yeah,
because they didn't give enough of the rest. It was just more the dark brooding.
yeah,
And then my buddy Josh Whedon really screwed up that Justice League movie. I mean, they took a movie that was already made and just sliced it together and he put his style of comedy in and it just
yeah.
totally ruined that movie.
And the Snyder cut isn't much better, and it's
It's
twice as
good,
long.
but it's too damn long.
Yeah.
They said they were going to release it as a TV series. They should have. I can't sit through that thing from start to finish. It's like 4 hours long.
Yeah, I broke it up into like four different
Yeah.
pieces, and it still was too long.
It's okay. It's way better, but it's still not. Yeah.
But at the same time, I binged all 4 episodes of Stranger Things.
Yeah.
How's
So-
that? I don't have Netflix, so I don't know. I can't watch it.
I liked it. It definitely it's hitting on some things. So we'll see how they finish it up.
They got the 4 to go. What later? When's
Yeah.
it coming out? The end
Do
of the
4
year?
at Christmas and then 4 at New Year's, don't they?
I think is it 8 or 12 that they're releasing? I don't remember.
I think it's 8, but I'm not sure. I can't.
But
don't quote
I
me
think
on that.
it's only 8. But it was
So they're doing 2 at Christmas and then 2 at New Year's.
probably that's
Yeah.
how they'll do it. But yeah, I mean it's getting to the point where a lot of shit's coming to a head, so it's finally starting to build up to this big massive conclusion that they wanted. And
Well, the
it's
movie
been fun.
Brett or the show Brett wants to discuss, which we're not going to discuss tonight, but we're going to hint on, is Welcome to Deary.
Yes, please don't discuss that because I'm
We're
2
not.
episodes
No, I
behind.
won't let Brett discuss it till the
You
damn
haven't
thing's
watched it
completely
yet?
released.
I'm 2 episodes behind.
I'm
Okay.
1.5, I think.
Yeah.
I started watching it
Well, they released last week, the Thanksgiving weekend. They didn't release it till Monday. It didn't come out on Sunday like it was supposed to.
Yeah. And like by the time I'll probably be 3 episodes behind because the new one comes out tomorrow. So
Yes, I'm gonna be 2 behind because I'm watching it with KK now. And
well, I'm watching mine with my wife.
well, I
She
went
doesn't.
back to I watched the first 2 and I'm like, I don't think I caught all that. So when I watched it with her, I'm like, holy shit, I missed all that. You got to watch this thing a couple times. There is so much shit in there.
Oh well,
So-
I'll probably go back and watch them all again after it's over with and rewatch it
I
again.
love it. I love Pennywise. I always have. He's one of my favorites
Well,
of
I
all
think this
time.
is going to turn out well. And again, I'm about behind 2 at this point on purpose. I'm waiting, but I think it's going to really pay off.
Well, it's so good that my wife watches it and she is terrified of Pennywise. And she's been watching it with me. She goes, it creeps me the fuck
Well, if
out.
you're only
She's
two
like, but I
episodes
like
in,
it.
there ain't really been no Pennywise.
No, he doesn't show up for a while.
No,
But
we're
I
not
knew
2 episodes.
that.
We're
That's-
4 episodes in. So
Okay.
I knew that, but when they said, well, don't look for Pennywise for the first, however many episodes.
yeah, but it's
Somebody
just
said it's because they didn't want to pay Skarsgård to be in it.
it's
and
possible.
the whole thing, but he's actually one of the executive producers of it. So
Yeah. Well, and I love Skarsgård as Pennywise. I love Tim Curry as Pennywise too, but I
yeah,
love
but
Skarsgård.
Skarsgård, he is Pennywise at this
And
point.
I love the Machetes. I think that what the Machetes do is special. I love their style, and Andy and Barbara are doing a great job expanding on the lore. I
Yeah.
love the fact that they're bringing in Dick Halloran. There's a lot that I
Yeah.
really
What
like,
about all the
so.
little references to the turtle? Did you catch that?
Oh yeah,
I
yeah,
was eating that up.
yeah. Every time a turtle came on the screen, I giggled to myself and just didn't understand. And
Yeah,
I'm like,
everybody's like, I'm like,
you
the
have to
turtle,
read
the
the book.
turtle. So we'll get into that later when it's all said and done. Everybody sees it, maybe watches it a couple times. Maybe we'll do that next month. How's that sound?
Yeah. If you guys want to do a little show on that one, I'll gladly
Sound
join
good,
that one because
Brett?
I love the
Sounds like a
Buckley
plan to
character.
me.
Well, we
No,
got like about 2 minutes left, I think.
it's gonna have to really turn its page
What'd you say? You only got 2 minutes left?
4 minutes. 3 now.
Yeah, it's gonna have to have a really bad ending in order for me not to love
I
this.
don't think it's going to. It might be a cliffhanger because I know there's going to be a season 2. So I don't know.
It's supposed to be 3 seasons total.
Is it 3?
so,
Okay.
Yeah.
The next one's going to be like the 1930s, and then season 3 is going to be like 1908 or something.
Yeah, they're doing
doing
the Black Spot, and then the James Gang, and then the Ironworks.
So they're doing a Yellowstone thing. They're going back in time.
Yeah, I kind of wish they would have started with the Ironworks and then worked their way up to the Black Spot. But I understand why they did it because Halloran was involved in the Black Spot in the book, so it was an easy way to tie that to a new character.
And I
So,
think again, I'm not joking. The Yellowstone thing is kind of caught on. They're like, well, let's go back to this year, and then let's just skip to this year. So
I never watched Yellowstone, so
they did like 1923. I'm like, okay,
And
so it's the family,
1883,
and they
and
went back to
1923.
1883. So yeah, that's sort of they covered that whole family like from the moment
Anything he does is awesome. Landman, have you watched Landman?
that is my
No.
favorite show on
Oh my
TV
god.
but they film it
Billy
right here
Bob
in Fort
Thornton
Worth.
is fucking awesome, dude.
The whole thing is filmed right here where we live. So
Yeah.
like,
Really?
and there's so much Fort Worth inside information. It's sort of unfair.
Yeah.
So
cool.
yeah,
yeah,
it's
But
very.
but it's supposed to be Midland.
it's so hard for me to watch new series is because I'm always watching old series like Letterkenny, or I'm watching an old Trauma movie, or
I like the old trauma movies too.
I mean, I have a problem. Yeah, I like to watch old schlocky, stupid, low budget independent movies. So that tends to be my. It's either that or Letterkenny is my 2 things. So
Have you gotten on the Screamify yet?
What's that?
no,
The Screamify app.
Oh,
I have Scream Box.
well, this is only $2.99 a month, not like $12.99.
What is
Well, it's mostly indie films.
is it?
Yeah,
I'll check
indie
it out.
horror.
I love
You
ID
get
films.
30
think you
days
would like
free and check it out.
Yeah, and you'll find the Evil Never Dies podcast on there. So that's a commercial plug
There
on
you go.
purpose. I have to plug them.
Plug them at the very end. Hey,
Yeah.
as long as you plug them, that's all that
Yeah.
matters.
They got their plug in.
Well, we're gonna
Or
wrap it up,
let's-
fellas.
Let's
Yep.
wrap it up. Yeah.
I'm ready for bed.
We've been on here 2 hours. All
We
right.
didn't have as much interface as the last show, but we sure talked our way through
Sure did.
without a topic again. See, Brett, there you go. We don't
Topic.
need topics. We'll make our own topics. And we covered your Netflix thing, so we did great.
Yeah, I wanted to talk about that for sure. So
Yeah. Yeah, that's gonna affect
And
everything,
I'm
man.
curious to see what all is gonna go on with that, man.
It'll be interesting.
I hope
that's
it
for
don't
sure.
suck.
Everything in
see.
life sucks. So
I don't know
I'm
it's
sure it
gonna get
will.
approved, honestly. We'll see. It's got a lot of people hating it already. Got a lot of power. So we
Well,
will
I don't know if
see.
nobody's said anything for a while. I don't even know if anybody's even watching or what or
Nah, probably not.
They'll watch it on replay. So
All right, everybody. Well, thanks for watching. Those of you that were on, and
who's watching on replay? I hope you enjoyed it.
yeah, and we will talk to you later. And thanks, Greg, for coming on again. And
Always.
check out Greg's shows. He's got all on there. So check
Yeah.
him out. And
Yeah, just some guest spots on Headlong and the Monsters. We did the trauma episode, then we did the Christmas episode, which will be coming out. We cover Christmas Evil from 1980, Sint, which is an amazing Christmas movie if you've never seen
We need more Christmas movies because Brett made me watch Silent Night, Deadly Night.
it. Silent Night, Deadly Night's great, but Sint, I think you would really dig Sint, Carl. It's but you have to read it. It's Dutch,
Oh no.
but it's
not a reader.
it's what happens when Saint Nicholas was a bad saint / pirate that gets burnt and then comes back on December 5th when there's a full moon to kill everyone.
Oh, cool.
Great prosthetics, great practical effects.
What's this called? Center?
It's
Saint.
the English name is Saint, Saint, but the Dutch name is Sint.
Okay.
Gotcha.
And I think it's on Amazon.
That's where the center clause comes from.
Yeah, because it's Saint Nicholas, so
Yeah.
they celebrate Saint Nicholas Day instead of.
Well, I
Christmas.
definitely want to do some more Christmas movies because I never liked Silent Night, Deadly Night as a kid, and I just still don't. I
And
like
then
part 2 a whole lot better. Go figure that.
Well, that's because 2 is 1, and 2, and you get Garbage Day as well. So
Well, let's wrap it up, Brett.
All right. Thanks everybody again. And check us out on all the social medias and stay